like,
yeah, I was like, ooh.
Like,
All right, we are recording, so I'll count y'all in. Is everyone comfortable to start?
yeah.
Let's do it.
Cool. All right, we're gonna go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I will start.
Hey. This is Be Love Media, and we're hanging out here, me with my 3 sissies. My ride or dies here. My name is Sharon Ray.
are we introducing last names?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't.
Yo, tell them everything. Tell them everything.
Oh, I'm Alyssa, not saying my last name.
She don't want to get canceled.
Last name is Trouble.
I am media presence.
I am Erica with an A. Remember, I had to write that out because people didn't know. But I do want to do a quick PSA, just really quick. If you are on the freeway and you go below 65 or under, go ahead and get into the right-hand lane so that the rest of us can go. Like, let us just drive. And then eventually you can get over once traffic has passed you.
Yeah, let
You know
those
what?
with ticket
You know
money.
what? Wait.
You're the person that...
I
Oh,
am
Lord.
calling bullshit.
Oh, no.
This bitch was late.
That's
And she's now going to blame these slow-ass drivers.
Listen,
Baby, you were late a lot.
Listen.
You
Were you?
You were
I did not clock
chronically
No,
late.
I'm Lauren
Fashionably
Armstrong.
late.
Yeah, there we go.
Lauren Armstrong. Yes, this is the gorgeous Lauren. But really quick, I was the person riding people's asses on the left-hand lane.
I hate
that. Were
that.
going
Why do
60.
people drive like that? It's so rude. And it's because we have so many people moving here.
Yes.
They don't know how to fucking drive. And then
And-
some people are crazy, like violent drivers.
You know, also what happened is
I'm a
Amazon went
chronic
back to work.
passenger.
That's also why I'm
Amazon
a
went back
passenger
to work,
princess.
and now it's all fucked up. There's traffic every direction, people going slow.
Yeah.
Amazon just needs to work from home. I told my sister, because she works there, and I was like, I don't know who you need to report this to, but you need to go back to homework, like work from home, because this is some bullshit. I got to get to work, and I'm already half hour late. I don't want to make it an hour every day.
I work 5 minutes away from work, and
There
I
you
work
go.
remote
I'm
half
5
the time,
minutes
so
I would say I do work remote
love life.
mostly, but traffic's not that bad on Mondays. But I will
Listen.
say
And
Seattle is the worst.
It's not bad Mondays and Fridays, and I asked my sister why, and she said it's because those are the
Most
days
people
that
have
most
4
people.
times off.
Yes.
Right.
So they're going to work Tuesday through Thursday. Fuck you, just stay home. Just call out.
When I was on a 4-10 schedule in office before COVID hit, shout out to work from home. But yeah, I had Fridays off for that reason because I was not driving into work.
You guys are on some bullshit. I got to go into the damn office every day.
It's because they love to see you. Sure,
I did get asked out
Look,
by a
Sharon
98-year-old.
Ubers to work every day and then
Well, I'll
sits
Uber
in my
home
car the rest
so
of
I
the
can
time.
talk to my mom down in Texas so I can get home in time because there's 2 hours difference. I take the bus to work and it's like 5 minutes away. But dudes, it's like they got that stupid policy, that inclement weather policy. So Sharon with her less than size 0 body has walked to Providence, Cherry Hill from Northeast 180th Street and Shoreline to there,
no.
from Phinney Ridge to there, from West Seattle to there, from Georgetown to there.
You're so dedicated.
No, I'm not dedicated. I just need my job, and I ain't got time to be playing no games with people to sign my check. So
Say
if you want
that.
me to be there, I'm going to walk, but I'm going to be late, and I better not hear doodly squat out your mouth.
Say that. Right.
Because I got some big mamas, some aunties, some cousins, and just some folks around the way. We don't mind.
Right.
It's like, y'all think y'all can hide the bodies up here with all your serial killers in Washington State? Baby,
There's
go
a lot
down
there.
to
Okay,
Louisiana.
but there's
okay?
a lot right now.
There's going to be a body to be found. We got gators.
Okay.
I feel like there hasn't been a big serial killer
There's
story
one
lately.
right now.
Where?
I feel
Where?
like there's
Name
one
one.
that just
Name a
broke.
really big
Hold
one right now.
on.
Without Google.
It
Right,
might
or
just-
ChatGPT.
Hold
My
on,
God.
no
Oh,
one-
don't
don't
at me.
no.
I have
Oh
some
my
ideas.
God.
I do not do ChatGPT, but
ChatGPT.
no,
Number
it
one
just came
serial
up.
killer right now
My
is
heart.
the American government.
Oh my God.
That part.
Yeah.
That
It's
So,
administration, baby.
we just gonna let it go at that.
Yeah, that is true.
That's very true.
No, I know y'all
Well-
don't TikTok, but it just came up on TikTok. There's this like a local serial killer, and obviously I'm a introvert and a hermit, so I don't come out of my house
No.
unless to see my peoples.
There you go.
So you won't catch me getting killed anytime soon.
No. Listen,
Yeah.
I'm from the old school. I'm from down around the way. I'm not a ghetto girl. I've never been to one. I'm a country girl. And I am from Texas, proud of it.
Oh my God, please don't
Not
talk
proud
about
of the
rodents.
things they got down there,
Please
but bro,
do
look.
not talk about rodents.
No,
Ooh,
I ain't
thank
talking
you.
about
No.
rodents. God, no. But Sharon be packing.
Yeah.
You come up in my house,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
better have a good reason to be up
Yeah.
in there because, baby, we ain't asking no questions. You weren't invited in there, so I mean, your intentions are already proven to me. If you want to talk to me, you knock on my door and you wait for an answer.
Absolutely.
And if I decide to answer it, I will. If I don't, get back in your ride and get the kicking rocks because I'm not playing with you.
Okay.
You know, people can say what they want to say, and I got nothing to say about what other people do. But me, I'm sorry. I'm going to roll with the rest of the crazies here in the United States. You're going to pry my gun out of my cold dead hand.
Same.
Because everybody else has got one. They ain't no...
I'm
Listen,
having one as
Yeah.
my
Same.
folks
Yeah.
have already been
Say.
dodging enough bullets and spears
Yeah.
and bombs and everything else. And no, thank you.
I hate guns. I think they're the worst thing in the world, but I also believe in security, and I think that you have to have one these days because
Yeah.
shit's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yes, but
and
I
when police
still-
don't care, police don't care.
You can't
I
catch
still
me
prefer
parenting without
to-
one, honestly. Like,
Right.
as a single mom, I
Oh.
always gotta have one on.
Well, the
me.
Hey.
idea is that you're supposed to have a gun. You're supposed to bear arms in case you have a tyrannical government. Which,
Hello.
Chicago.
Has
Next
anyone
time,
seen
chopping
what's been
board.
going
Yeah.
on?
But
Are you blind?
Right.
This is when we
On the
need the
other
Second
hand.
Yes,
Amendment.
we
This
Hey,
is
just
it.
so anyone knows, you can
But
overthrow
yeah,
the
but-
government
Well,
now.
no.
Like
Well,
it's
So
the
let's sit
Constitution.
down and have a little hummus and some guacamole and, man, some lamb chops. Let's do something. I don't want to hear nothing about no lambs. Look, I raised my own food. I harvested my own food. I have hunted, but I don't hunt or fish for anything I'm not going to eat.
Yeah.
I
So-
do hunt, and I will say I do love eating deer and
Yeah,
stuff.
same.
I do love, and I do love a good bear sausage. That shit's fucking fire.
Yeah.
That's
love
so
it.
good.
Why
I
you
just,
don't like bear?
I do not like
Some people
bear.
find
That
it
is
too grainy
nasty.
and
That's
greasy.
why
Yeah,
I've
it's
never
too gamey.
hunted one. I do not
Why?
like bear meat. I have tried it every several kind
my
of different
coworker says
ways.
it's greasy,
And I'm
like, I
not going to
don't- I
mention
love
any
it.
rodents.
No, my God.
because I
will.
had
bear
baby girl
gravy
twisted.
over biscuits.
No,
No.
I'm already getting sick to
No.
my stomach.
No.
I mean, I don't know if
No.
I ever would eat it though. If I didn't know,
No.
that's my thing. Is I'll eat fucking anything. You can give me a pile of shit if you don't tell
Oh
me.
my God.
If you don't tell me and it tastes fire, I'm tearing it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. If I don't know what I'm eating, I'll
Better
eat
have
it.
some
I
hot
grew
But
up
if
sauce.
you
in a
tell me that I
hunting
ate
family,
like a
so-
pup dog or something,
Right.
I think I would
I'd
disintegrate.
riot.
I would
Well,
die.
I'd riot.
Now,
Yeah.
when I
Throw me in
arrived
jail,
in
Don't
so-
say it.
Seattle,
Do not say that you ate a dog. I
no,
quit.
no, I arrived
Oh,
here
walk
in
out of the
Seattle,
studio.
and coming from Texas in 1988, we did not have any Asian restaurants there. I had never heard of teriyaki. I had never heard of pho. I'd never heard of
Stop.
Thai.
Oh, gosh,
I had
Sarah.
never heard
You've
of
been
anything.
deprived.
Listen,
You were
we didn't
deprived.
have anyone from any tropical
Where
places
was
there,
this?
except
Texas
for
in the
maybe
country.
Mexico. That's as
Yeah,
tropical
tons of-
as it got.
Yeah, tons.
Okay, so I arrived up here, and I was like, "Oh yeah," and they were like, "Oh, we're gonna take you to get some great fish and chips." I'm like, "Okay." I'm from Texas. I'm kind of picky. This is a sea town because y'all got the ocean right
yeah.
there. Why did these people take me to Skipper's?
Oh no.
Why?
Not even the good fish and chips. They were like, "Welcome. We want you to
That's
get. We want you to
insane.
shit for
I'm
the rest of the
sorry.
day."
I forgot Skippers was a thing, but it was, and it tasted very fishy.
Okay, but
So-
It wasn't
Skippers
good.
is
It was
like
gross.
Skippers was like the fast food fish joint.
I don't want
like-
anybody coming at me from that organization.
I don't think it exists anymore.
But-
It closed
does,
down.
no, I thought
It was a
did.
hard
I
pass.
think there is still a Skippers.
I haven't seen
Uh,
it.
Yeah, I would never.
I don't know. I wouldn't.
No.
I never touched it.
So,
and-
I'm
Smelled bad in
sorry.
there, too.
I'm used to etouffee, jambalaya, gumbo.
Yeah.
I
a
got the good
food.
stuff. And
Yeah.
a shout out to all my folks in Louisiana who eat the browns. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Those
I don't.
shit-
Can you tell us?
Browns? Oh, brown shrimp.
Yeah.
They taste way better than the ones that are sent out commercially. But they are not commercial because they brown. There you go again, hating on the
Hating
can.
the brown.
Forgetting
Hating the
messing with the
brown.
melanin. But that's
Don't
all
like it.
right.
It's
We
all
don't
right.
care. Because grandma got a bag of them in the freezer, baby. We're going to tear
Listen, you
that
guys
up
see
Why
me
while
are
every
we're
they
drinking
brown?
a few
so it's
hurricanes
fine.
along the way.
Why are they brown? Just because of
It's
the...
just the way
it's
that
the
they
way
are.
that it's the water that they're
Yeah.
in.
So
Yeah.
they are tasty. They are delicious. The flavor is just something that, got my toes curling right now.
You got me hungry.
I know.
Well,
I'm
and I don't have my sweatshirt on because nobody wants to see chocolate melting in here in the studio. Because,
love
baby, the menopause is real and the devil is a lie.
Oh,
Oh
am
my
so
god, can
scared of
I
that.
tell you? No, so I have been experiencing pre-menopause.
Welcome.
oh
so,
no.
right, so I had gotten my partial hysterectomy done.
Mhm.
And I kept my ovaries for the simple fact
Yep.
that I didn't want to
Want
be
to go
on
in?
hormone
Yeah,
therapy,
yes,
and I didn't want to
yes.
go through menopause early,
Mhm.
right? My hormones didn't like level out when they were supposed to, and I'm going on like the 2-year mark, and my doctor's like, I think you're going into like pre-menopause. I'm like having all these heat flashes, like I'm
Yeah.
cold all the
Oh,
time.
no.
I'm having
Miserable.
yeah, I'm like not
Listen.
having a
Miserable.
good time. I'm like,
No, it's miserable. You can't sleep.
Yeah.
Your hair
Yeah.
starts falling
Wait.
out.
yeah, I was
You
like in
wanna,
the
like-
shower,
Let me tell
and I
you,
was like losing.
The
it, and
closest I
was like,
ever
no.
came to cussing out a professional doctor that was taking care of me was the day that heifer looked at me because I told her, I said, look, I don't know what's going on. I'm waking up these night sweats. I'm hot all the time. And I said, my heart is racing and da-da-da-da-da. I said, and this woman going to sit there and very calmly look at me and tell me at 51 and a half, you're going through menopause. It was, listen, we was about to be leg wrestling. I was not feeling that. You sure it's not in the rhythm yet?
Right.
I don't need a
I'm
pacemaker.
not dying.
Right. It's like, are you really? It's like, oh. And they just keep turning up the heat. So, going to have a long conversation with Jesus when we get to heaven about next time around, give women a thermostat.
Right.
You give men a cute little young thing in a sports car. I need a thermostat
Wait, no,
to
can we
adjust.
talk
Can
about
we
the
just not
next,
have
Yeah, the next
menopause?
time around, can we just talk about giving men the uteruses like
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the seahorse
Works
thing?
for me.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because these men are like, oh wow, you guys
Yeah.
like are going through a lot,
Mhm.
and it's like, oh you.
And I
the
would
common
like
cold
the
knocks
option.
You guys out, and I'm
Listen,
just
growing up in
confused.
Texas, where you got chiggers, ticks,
Oh my God,
snakes,
chiggers are so
spiders, fire ants.
Yeah,
I want
chiggers
the
are
option
some
of being
bullshit.
able to pee standing up too,
Correct.
saying.
without making an
without being a-
accident.
yes.
Okay,
Oh my god,
That part. I can't
Because
even hover.
that's not right.
That's unfortunate.
The first time I saw
I
a
partied enough
male
in the
do
woods, I had
that,
to learn to
we
have
were
it.
out fishing. It was my cousin, and we both had to go.
Yeah.
I'm 5, he's 6. So we go around the weeping willow tree. I'm like, okay. And I'm doing my thing. And I was like, wait a minute, you can stand up? He's like, yeah. So when I went home, I asked I said, hey, Big Mama. And that was Big Mama Sue Bell. Thank you. I said, Big Mama, I want a boy pee so I can pee stand up. She said, girl, don't we all?
Yeah, for real.
It's like, man,
men got deep pockets.
y'all
They
gotta
can
take
be
out
standing
the
up.
trash and kill the bugs. I'm gonna insist on you killing the spiders because I don't do spiders and snakes.
I'm like, what is?
I deal with rats and raccoons and opossums, wasps and bees, even though I'm allergic. But when it comes to snakes and spiders, no.
I can
No.
do a snake. It's
Mm-mm.
the
I love
spiders that I
snakes.
don't like. But when you're a
Spiders?
mom, you end up having to do everything.
Everything.
If your partner's not there, and then it's like,
Uh,
okay, so I feel
no.
like I'm I feel like I can do.
If
just
my
about
partner is
anything.
not there, I'll go and get the
absolutely.
neighbor's husband across the
I was
street.
about to say no. Listen,
That's what they're for.
yeah.
They're
So
useful
my
that way.
handyman at my place is so nice. He's nice to
Is he
look at.
cute?
and
I was
he's
gonna say, is he
nice.
hot? Do you get your
How
maintenance
nice.
for free? Does he come in and
He
maintain?
does. Yeah, all the time. Like, all the time. I see him all the time.
So
But he
inappropriate.
always does my pest control for me because, listen, I have arachnophobia and I live in the woods. I see coyotes all the time. The deer come up and like hang out all the time. Like, you guys saw where I live. It's,
Yes.
it's very woodsy. Well, my apartment complex maintenance guy is nice.
Bomb.
But I always have to call out the window to him to come in because there's these giant spiders.
Ooh.
These giant spiders.
She's like, will you come kill my
And
spiders?
there was
for
like,
me?
well, last week I was screaming bloody murder in the shower.
Oh,
In the shower, and he was outside,
Oh,
like, and he
I
was
see.
banging.
You set this up real
he was
good.
banging on the door. And
Real good,
no,
Sharon.
my youngest daughter is opening the door, and she's like, she goes,
She's so full of
she
shit.
goes, no,
Look.
I'll call Hazel, and she'll tell you. She goes, what? And
Now
he
she's
goes,
dragging
he goes,
Hazel.
Listen.
yeah, Hazel ratted me out. She goes, no, my mom's a big girl and doesn't need a man. And slammed the door in his face.
Girl,
Okay.
Oh, you
Hazel
grounded.
is sassy. Hazel's sassy.
I
love
was
it.
like,
That's an
I was
independent
like, are you
woman,
gonna
though.
kill this spider? And she goes, no, you're a big girl.
Oh, mm-mm.
And
That's-
I was
Nope.
like, so I got the vacuum. I did.
Yeah.
I got
No,
the,
that's too close.
I,
That's too
no,
close.
I got the
No,
extender
the
hose.
vacuum's
No,
Yeah.
that's still too
no,
close.
the vacuum
Listen.
is such
No.
a dope.
I about
Yeah.
had a heart
Listen.
attack though, and this thing was big and brown, and I was like,
No. I'd have been running down the street with the shower curtain with all together. It'd just been out there.
I've
Sorry.
had this like fear
Somebody
of
go and kill it,
spiders
'cause I'm
since
not
I
going
was,
back in
like,
there.
a kid, and I had 8 brothers, so they always did it for me. And we had this big like garage that I would never go in, and they locked me in the garage one time. So I had all these spiders, and I've never been able to like even like the
No.
little baby spiders. I
Listen,
can't.
My father
I can't.
afraid of spiders. My brother who passed, God rest your soul, Sherman, he was allergic to scared of spiders. My mom is afraid of spiders. This woman
do you think
sprays
is
home
scary
defense
about it?
outside
Do you know how
her
fast those spiders
apartment
move?
door and everything else.
Have you seen the Arachnophobia movie?
No.
Yeah.
I've
have.
seen parts of it.
Oh my-
Jeff Daniels is
My
crazy.
brother made me. This is why I'm afraid of clowns too. My brother,
Oh,
my oldest
yeah.
brother,
It-
Brandon. Yeah.
She says it so
That's a hard
serious too.
pass.
My oldest
She's
brother
like very
Brandon had to
serious about this
babysit
clown
me,
fear.
and when I was like 4, and he made me watch it.
I
He
love
made,
that.
and
Oh.
It's not really that
So here's
Okay,
what I
now
did to
it's
my
not,
little
but I was
sister.
like, it
I don't
was
think
scary
it's
when I was
scary.
4. But he also made me watch Arachnophobia, like the movie, and ever since then, and then I found out. Do you know? On average, you like swallow
Yeah.
8 spiders a year. They
I
crawl
know you
into
swallow
your
them, but I
mouth.
knew
Look.
that they
They
were.
crawl into your mouth.
I know that no
dude.
matter where you are, like I have a patient who is whatever, arachna something. He studies spiders at the University of Washington. But he told me one time that no matter where you are, there's a spider like 3 inches or 3, something very closer than you would think,
Yeah.
away from you at all times. Like they're just literally
Yeah,
everywhere.
no, they're close. That's
What
why.
were you gonna say you did to your little sister?
So back to the
How
scary
old was she?
movies. She was probably like 5 or 4. I love horror movies.
I love
Yeah,
them.
me too.
Love
Yeah.
them. Like,
So I was
I'm
like,
about it.
I was like, come watch this movie with me. And she was like, what is it? And I was like, it's called Carrie. It's about this girl. She
Oh
just
my God,
wants
I
to
have a
be
Carrie
I've
original.
story
seen all
too.
the Carrie
She-
I have a
movies.
Carrie story too.
So we were watching it, and she's like, starts screaming, and I'm cracking up. But I think it's the best ever because I'm tormenting my
Stephen
sister
King.
and
My
watching
boy.
a scary
Yeah.
movie.
he's so good.
It was wonderful. To this day, she talks about it and was like, I hate you for that shit. And I was like, I'm sorry, but it opened your mind to a whole new genre
No,
of movies.
it did. No,
Stephen
that is what
King's
got
his
me on
own
it.
genre. I'm gonna say
Yeah,
it.
Stephen
He's
King
not
is
a
his own
horror.
genre.
Like, he's
He's
his
not.
Yeah.
own genre.
yeah.
You know, I heard a rumor. I don't know if it's a fact, but I heard a rumor that as a child, Stephen King had night terrors.
Yeah.
I believe
And they
it.
were bad, really bad, where he wasn't sleeping for hours and hours and hours. And he had a school teacher, I don't know, like 1st, 2nd grade, something like that, who told him that if he wrote down his nightmares, it would take away the power and he would be able to sleep. So he wrote them down. These stories that he is putting out here, this was what was in his head.
That's
It's like,
crazy.
I
I
don't
think he did a
know
book on
what they are
No,
serving
I
up
did
in the
read,
water
'cause
supply
I
in
did,
Maine.
I did see a snippet
but I don't
on
want to
this,
go.
But it was like based on how he got into writing, and that's why it made sense why all his stories were so twisted.
And
I
he
was like,
used to teach high school English.
Well, I read that when he met his wife, they got married, and they spent $25 or $50 on their
Tabitha.
wedding rings. They were like so poor,
I love
and
that.
She's a writer, too.
she encouraged him. Like, she loved his writing so much that she like encouraged him to send off the
Bachman
same.
books, yes.
And that's
Richard Bachman.
yeah.
Those are the books that he came out with.
That's like the best
Very
thing.
nice. Very,
that
nice.
He is a really
Yeah, they're still
telltale-
married.
Oh, yeah.
But his writing style.
Yeah, man. It's
he
like,
just brings
I love,
you into Maine, into that like
Yes.
creepy.
But my
vibe.
most favorite books from him are The Talisman and The Stand.
The Stand.
I
Stand.
love
The Stand.
those, and the
Stand.
way they
This-
did that
Okay,
for
but the
TV.
Pet Cemetery.
Rock
Yeah,
Star.
that
was good.
miniseries
So tell
was really
me,
good.
do you guys like the movies as much as you like the
No.
books?
Never.
No,
No, never.
Because
Never. They
the
can't put everything in
Right,
there.
because
They
his
can't.
books are so long. The movies would have to be like the Lord
5
of the
hours.
Rings
That's why,
trilogy.
that's why the Stand miniseries thing
Yeah.
did
That
good.
was
But
good.
what I do like
The
about the
Shining, that was
movies
good.
is like the way that they supplement. Like I prefer to read the book before watching the
Mhm.
movie.
Yes.
And then they kind of like play off of
Yeah.
the book a little bit and give
Yeah.
it like a different
Yeah.
twist.
Like,
But you
I'm
know
a
what
big
I
book
don't
girly.
And everybody's always talking about it.
Mm.
I don't like the what are those, the books on tape where somebody
The
is
audiobooks?
reading- the
I
audio
do
book.
like
I
that.
do not like them. You know
Oh.
why?
Because you can't
Because
immerse.
the way you read it, it puts a different inflection and a different meaning on a thing, and I
you
don't like
know,
someone
though,
telling me
only
what
a
I'm reading.
But there's only a
I like
small
to
percentage
get it
of
for
people that
myself.
have that inner dialogue.
Yeah. See,
So
I have to
not-
what
be
do you
careful.
mean?
That like there's only a small percentage of people that have that inner monologue, that voice inside your head. Most people walk around normal without a
What
voice
do you
in their
mean
head.
What?
normal?
Yeah.
That's not possible.
Yeah, there's only a small percentage.
Well, honey,
Really?
then I'm part of that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Listen,
am
I have to be
That's-
careful
There's
what
like
I watch
it's a very small percentage.
before I go to bed. Because when I do that and I get the sleep pap on and
Yeah,
Sharon
oh,
goes
yeah.
into the room to sleep, it's in there.
Yeah.
And it will look. I have woke up cussing somebody out. I have woke up cussing someone out,
I know you did.
and it was in a dream. I have been in a dream going, I know I'm dreaming, and I'm about to wake up because somebody about to get smacked up in here, and then we don't need. I don't want that even in my dreams. So I'll wake myself up, read something, and go back to sleep, so that my brain will shift.
Yeah.
Because if I'm mad at you, I don't want you in my dreams.
Right.
You've already disturbed my peace while I'm awake. I don't want you to
Right.
disturb my sleep while I'm asleep.
Yeah.
Because
That's
I'm
legit.
afraid whatever I'm
That's
dreaming,
legit.
I'm going to do in real life, and I ain't going to do well in jail.
You're right.
You know, I'm a woman-loving woman, and I'll admit that freely. I said, but I don't want... listen, I'm a borderline germaphobe. I know I work in medicine. That's just crazy. But listen, I don't want nobody telling me when I can pee and poop. I don't want to be using the same toilet as all these other people, and I don't want to be on display.
Mm-hmm.
And I want it to be my choice if I'm going to be having relations with
Yeah.
someone. Because if I go to jail and somebody listen, we're going to have a situation. I was not baptized in the Baptist church, but y'all have heard me say it plenty of times. I was raised Southern Baptist, baby. The furniture will move.
Okay.
It will move. And I don't care that you got it bolted down. It's coming out the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody going to get hurt, then I'm going to be in solitary.
Right.
Why do you, just out of
And my
curiosity,
tan would fade.
why did you say if I ever go to jail? Like, is that
Listen,
the, is that the like, is
Listen.
that the story you've said
Yeah,
in your head about
yeah,
if someone's going
listen,
to sexually
I'm
assault
going
you?
to jail.
It's gonna be in jail.
Yes, it's going to be jail. Listen, like my friend said, when this guy, we were in a bar and he was talking about he would rape us, and she told him point blank, it's going to be poop on my penis or blood on your knife.
Oh. Goodness.
It's like,
Goodness.
Almost made me want to put on a dress and high heels. Hey. But no. I was like, ooh, girl, okay, seriously.
Could you imagine Sharon in dress and heels?
No.
Sharon does really just fucking ridiculous shit all the time. But what really cracks me up
What
is...
do you mean?
No, oh, stop. You know what?
I'm
this
a
is what
sweetheart.
happened. No,
Stop it right now.
remember when, well, first, like way back in the day, it was way back in the day, like 4 bargains ago or something, we were in bargaining, and you know, you get back, this is like traditional bargaining where it just drags out for fucking ever. And then at the end, you're like, oh wait, like it's just going 24 hours a day. And some
I would've
God,
pulled
that
out.
46 hours,
Oh
48
yeah,
hours.
you're like
yeah.
taking shifts and you're sleeping, and so we'd get a hotel room or whatever,
gonna
and
be at the end of this one.
we'd sleep and or take shifts, and then sometimes we'd just stay in the hotel, whatever, like we did this time. But there was like a rumor, like people were like really like homophobic. They were saying, like, I'm married to a man, but I'm queer openly. Sharon's married to a woman. Like, we both have long-term marriages or whatever. So basically,
years.
they thought we were whores, like absolute
Yeah.
slut bags. Like,
Thought I
there's
was
nothing.
sleeping with my.
Okay.
So at any rate, we
So
were
it
just like, what the fuck? Just, we didn't even do it. But then Sharon like comes into the room. Sharon's like, okay, maybe I should just, you know, walk like this. And the way they did not walk when we were at, you should,
Do it.
It was-
do
it was-
it.
it
Stop
was-
and do it.
they do, it's this really
It was-
crazy walk.
yeah, it was-
Yeah.
Is that what you want?
She saw
That's-
shit.
that was her-
She saw
craziest
shit,
one.
and
That was her
when
version
I
of
tell
a-
you,
Yeah.
though, I mean, it was understandable because the way we talk to each other,
These are my sisters, man, and I'm sorry. I don't know what other folks do in their family, and I got nothing to say about that.
Yeah.
Okay, because it's all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not in the habit of going around kissing and sleeping with my sisters.
Right.
it just makes it very
It's
messy.
just
Okay.
a weird thing. It's a
just
weird thing.
That nasty, and if that's where your brain would,
That's
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, if
You
your
need some
boobs and ass
therapy
look
and
really
some
good in an
medication.
outfit, like
and
Yeah.
I could get you hooked up with
Yeah.
Lyra. They got free sessions you can take.
25 a year,
But
includes
listen,
your family.
you know, people got their issues, and I'm sorry. I'm going to continue to be Sharon,
Absolutely.
and I'm going to live up to my own expectations and not down to somebody else's.
Why does
because
that matter?
It
Well, I
does
think
like-
it's when people are under a tremendous amount of stress. This is what the story I tell myself. Like, people are under a tremendous amount of stress.
and some of them
And
just
then
stupid.
it's like there's something like they can't sit in the moment. Like,
No.
it's really hard to sit in
Yeah.
that like constant pressure. And so then your mind wanders and you try to like
Yeah.
take some kind of thing, and then gossip starts happening.
yeah.
It happens every time. Every
Well,
time.
don't
we
know.
watched
I
it.
tell
I
you.
know it was so good. It was so
It
juicy.
was
I was
juicy.
like,
I
I'm
had-
coming every day.
But I'm not
bargaining.
gonna lie, this bargaining,
I had fun.
it was
doing the trivia
the trivia was fun.
because
I don't think I was.
Oh,
doing
I
it.
wasn't
yeah,
even
we
there.
were-
What
we
was
were-
the trivia?
we were playing
I
trivia.
must have been in the.
we were in the big room,
management.
and it's up on the screen. You
It
know, you
was
got
like
your little phone.
10, 11
And
p.m.,
so-
dude. It was.
We were playing, and
I
I was
beat
like,
it
man, I
live.
don't know anything about this subject. But then all of a sudden, it's like, I'm third place, I'm second place, I'm second place,
Yeah,
I'm
you
first, I'm
loved it 'cause
first,
you were
I'm
winning.
first,
Well,
I'm
right.
first. And
It was a lot of stuff that
somebody
she knew.
raised, I'm not going to play if Sharon's going to play. And so I'm turning around looking, and I'm looking, okay, folks,
Why
I am
would
a
they
certified,
not play?
wait, hold on.
dumb.
No,
Wait,
it was.
I am
wait.
a certified nursing assistant, and this was coming from the mouth of an RN.
Oh,
Okay, and I know this RN has her PhD so she can teach. So she's got her MSN, she's got her BSN, she's got her
All the
master's, she's got her PhD, and she has a problem with melanin. Okay, and now here is someone that she doesn't think is very intelligent because of my job.
Yeah.
She makes the mistake of what my intelligence is based on my job and my permanent tan. I can't help her. I can't stop that. I've been dealing with her for over 30 years. I don't care. But she saw in that moment, then I'm not dumb. that I'm actually very, very smart.
Mm-hmm.
And she did not know how to adjust what she believes I am with who I actually am. And it is not my job to show her, correct her, or do anything. My job is to take care of Sharon. She'll have to deal with her and her mess. It's not my mess, it's her mess. And she was upset because I was kicking everybody's behind. Now, a few of the men in the room got upset.
Why is everybody getting
when we
upset,
did
though?
American football. And I came in number 1.
It was the two
No,
organizers.
that's not surprising.
It was so
That's not
funny.
surprising.
I
to
was,
me
was
at all.
like,
It was so funny
Not
because it was just random
Yeah,
topics.
any
And we were just, it was for shits and giggles.
and it was for
like,
fun.
we
Yeah.
were waiting for this proposal back, like
Yeah.
whatever, and we were just trying
Just
to
having
stay
some
away.
fun.
And
was
people
late.
I
were
did
getting
Motown.
crazy. Like
I
they were
kicked
making
behind
some,
on that
like,
one. It's
oh
like,
my God, yeah.
it's like it was
The
funny
history
because I said
one?
I really
Yeah.
don't know geography, but I came in second place.
Were there
You know?
prizes?
no.
No,
Oh.
no.
We did it
That's
on a
right.
whim.
We-
We found it.
It was just fun.
I forgot.
But
It was 10 o'clock at night. Okay.
I
it was
forgot.
like
We
2
had to
o'clock
throw
in the
garbage
morning. So
We were playing
this is
Wordle
what was
for a
going
while.
on. So some people in the room came up to me. You know, we go outside so y'all can vape and all this kind of stuff. And it was, I mean, it's
the
3
only thing
o'clock in the
keeping us
morning.
sane at this
So I
point.
just quit
Cigarettes.
playing and went outside. You know, because I got tired of hearing the gremlin coming from the back. Because even when I won, I would let somebody else in the room choose the topic.
Just to show.
It's like, I'm a trivia. Look, I keep telling people I'm a nerd. But what
Yeah.
it really
Yeah.
proved in that room is that no matter how far we have come, we got a long way to go.
Yeah.
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 And some of these people don't want to change. They're afraid. They are terrified that the way that they think and act and treat folks is the way that they will be treated if they are not in control.
You know what's really interesting is that Alyssa said something earlier, and it's so true. Alyssa said, "Oh, I'm an introvert, and I stay in my house unless I'm with my people." And then you take something like that bargain, where you've got
Yes.
all different kinds
Ugh.
of people
The
doing all different
personality.
It
types
was
of
hard
jobs,
sometimes.
and you put them in a room together, and then now they all have to agree on something.
Yeah.
They all, like, a lot
Yeah.
of people want something different,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
have to
Yeah.
let go of things, and so like all of this really crazy
To find the
madness is
common
happening.
ground, yeah.
And in those moments, people are forced to confront that
Yes.
stuff. And then afterwards, like I was saying, a bargain ends, and you might not see these people
Yeah.
forever. Like you're seeing a smaller group of people that are actually in it
Yeah.
and doing the work, and then there are other people that you're just not going to see because you're on different campuses, but
Yeah.
you still like see them at things that happen. But there are some people you won't ever see again, and
Yeah.
they stay in their
And
same
listen,
suit.
And I
they
was not
don't.
upset about that.
I stay in my lane.
Yeah.
I don't try to force anything on anyone. I can only listen. Everybody like, oh, perfect. Listen, every single person on this earth is perfect. They are perfectly themselves. With all of our flaws, with all of our shortcomings, with all of our achievements, everything, we are perfectly ourselves. Own it.
Yeah.
Be comfortable in it. If you are not comfortable in your skin, fix it.
Perfectly imperfect.
There you go.
Listen,
Yeah.
I
I'm
love
just a
that.
lover.
Perfectly.
Like,
It's like
that's my thing.
I
don't like anybody. Just
you know, I'm like her. I am not comfortable speaking in front of crowds.
Sharon.
I'm not.
No, I
I'm
get
not.
it's true. I don't
not.
think any
I'm
of us
not.
are, but we
But-
do it.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for
I've
Lauren,
been forced
I really
to do it.
wouldn't.
When I start fooling around with this, listen, I did not know I was political
Yeah.
until I started fooling around with these union folks.
Mm-hmm.
And then I found out, oh, Lord have mercy, I've been political my whole life. Because I'm a little black girl from Texas. I do not like bullies.
Yep.
Racism, sexism ageism, xenophobia, homophobia. All of that is just a way of trying to control others so that you try to force this triangle into a circle, into a square, into a... Leave folks alone. Mind your business.
That part.
Mind your business. Why do I have to be like you? Why do I have to believe like you?
Part.
That's why I tell people I'm a spiritual person, not a religious person.
Amen to
I
that.
do not want to ever be called a religious person.
Absolutely.
And when they ask me why, I said religion has been killing people since the word came into existence.
Yes.
When spirituality has never harmed a soul.
Yep.
So I'm a spiritual person. I have been baptized. I believe in Jesus. But I also respect the others with Muhammad, with Buddha, with Gaia, with the Great Spirit. Because you do not know how their higher power appeared to them.
Right.
And the pictures that we have now are not the true pictures of Jesus. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying Jesus wasn't white.
Not at all.
He had hair like lamb's wool, a broad nose, and fleshy lips. Excuse me?
Yeah, there's definitely.
I have not seen that.
He came
There's
from
no way.
I haven't seen that
Israel,
coming out of
he wasn't
Switzerland or
white.
Finland.
No way, Jesus
And
is
if
white.
he
Listen,
came to
I
America,
had
Trump
a
would
family
have
member.
shipped him on the first boat out of here.
That part.
He would have gotten booted out, even if he was trying to get here legally. Like, it would not have mattered.
He would have been deported right now.
As soon as he would have been, do not enter.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
But before you go, turn this water into wine.
Right.
And then get out for
I
real.
know, and turn all this into gold for me because I need to go turn the whole White House into gold because the garden wasn't enough.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and my cousin Boogans passed. Could you bring him back? Because he owed me $5.
Here's what kills me about religion and people that are religious is they always want you to follow. Here's my thing. I don't need to be told not to kill somebody.
There you go.
Like
It's just
I
a
know
moral-
not-
it's a
that's
moral
just
compass.
that's just I don't need you to tell me that.
Like, can you go to bed at night being okay that you
Right.
did that?
I don't need
I don't need to be
I don't
told
need a
not to
Bible
mess
to
with
tell
somebody
me.
else's wife.
Exactly.
husband.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
maybe I need to be told. No, nobody needs to be told.
No.
You know what I mean? That's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
not- And
You
that's
just
why.
know. You're just
if you're
listen.
morally correct,
Let's
just
make
know.
common
That's all.
sense
If you
more
were raised-
common.
If you're
Yeah,
raised
it's
correctly,
not. It's
you
not.
just
Even if you're
know.
not
Even
raised
if you're not-
correctly,
Well, I
I feel
mean,
like
even if you're
society
not, yeah.
shows you what to do. You just
Right.
live.
Listen,
You
that
go to
nature
jail
and
if you kill
nurture-
somebody. That should be
Because
enough
in
to
my
be like,
family, my
I
mom
was-
and my whole
listen.
family had shown me what not morally to
Same.
do.
Thank you.
And that's why
Thank you.
I rock a
Same.
morally straight
Listen.
line. But my family is very Bible thumper,
Same.
like very Bible
Well,
thumper.
kind of
Listen.
but yeah.
And
Are
my,
they really?
Yes.
Why did
my
I
mom,
not know this?
My mom tells me all the time that I'm going to go to hell, and my kids are going.
what?
Yeah, that we're in the rapture right now.
Isn't it?
Yeah,
Don't
well,
judge.
tell
Isn't
her
the
to
Bible
go
like,
read
don't
her on her
judge
way
Why didn't I
anybody?
know this?
Because
how do I not know this
I'm
about
very
you?
like my mom raised all 8 of us kids. Like,
Eight of you?
Eight
How
of
did I
us.
not know
My
that?
I told you my mom got around.
Okay.
My mom was
Your
like-
mom was living her
that's what
best life.
My mom told me
Before
My
Christ.
my
Before
mom
Christ.
showed me what not to do. My grandparent, my grandma. It was my grandma, not my grandpa. Bless that man's heart. He was a saint till the day he died. My grandma did him so dirty. But my mom and grandma like shoved the Bible down our throats so bad I couldn't listen to anything besides country music and Christian music growing up.
Well,
Me and my brother
that
were
was what was
listening
on the radio
to an
in
Eminem
Texas.
CD, and my mom came home early from work one day, and it was the Eminem 8 Mile CD. Okay, can we all remember that one? It was like,
Oh,
no, it was the
no.
Cleaning Out the Closet because that song had come on, and my mom came in, and I have never seen that woman jump up this stairs so fast. She took the CD, broke it in half, threw it out the window, and goes, "Not in this damn household. It's only about God." And so I never was super religious because I'm like, God wouldn't do that.
He's
to his
not a
people.
judgmental
And
guy.
then
No.
my brother
No.
had come out, and so for the longest time it put a rift in our family, and I was like, I've been telling you guys that for a hot minute. Like, listen, he put more time into his hair than I did growing up.
Excuse me.
He was
Like,
sharp.
he was
Listen.
sharing
He
my
was
hair
sharp.
product with me and telling me how to put my hair nice and primp. Like, that man knew what he was doing. And he married a wonderful husband. But my mom's
cousin
like,
said
I-
I was
Does your
gay
mom
from
yeah,
the
my
word
mom
wham.
talks to him. She's like, I love him up and down, but God says. And I'm like, I'm going to stop you right there. That's where we're not going to agree.
Nope.
So me and my mom's a Trump supporter.
Oh, shit.
So we don't talk, like, we're not as close anymore as we used to be, because she is very, like, she swung very right, very fast in this.
Well,
That's amazing
look.
that you can still, like, I mean, it's amazing how any of us can love a parent who does us so dirty.
Oh, I
well,
know.
you know,
right? Isn't that
I
crazy?
am
distance myself.
I am full-fledged.
You and me both.
I am full-fledged lesbian, baby. Yes, I am, and I'm
You
not
are?
going to change. Oh my God!
When did you come out?
Yeah, girl. Girl, I was
now.
never
Just now?
in.
Oh my God!
I was never in.
Breaking news.
Listen, I was never
On
in.
air, actually.
Right.
And you know, when I was a kid, people used to call me the little crazy names, Dagger and this and that. I didn't know what those meant. And then in the 7th grade, I had a girl that called me a dyke. When I thought of dyke, I was thinking of the things over in Holland holding back the water. I
Because
didn't
Sharon
know
really is a
it
stage
was
5
a
nerd.
Right.
slur.
No, she
They-
for real is.
yes.
So-
I always
Total
thought
nerd.
they were the things
My
out in the Seattle
teacher,
water.
because this was Texas, they couldn't even
Until I
tell
got
us
told.
about sex or our bodies or anything like that. That's
Yeah.
another trauma that came up that year. But she told me, dictionary's over there. Go and look it up. So I did. I looked up the word. I saw it, and it was leading me to tribad and this and that and sat fight. And I read all of that, and I was like, oh, okay. That was it. I was 12. I had a name for all of those feelings that I had been having. And I was like, okay. And after that, when the kids said, I was like, because, you know, it's cattle country. When they would call me a bull dagger, I thought they would thought I'm going to kill somebody's bull.
Right.
Do you know how much
Right.
money goes into those darn things?
Yeah.
And it's like,
Expensive.
I would never do that. And I was like, nah. So then when they start calling me those names, I just look at them like, okay. It's like the N word. Yeah, all right, whatever.
I'll still beat the bitch's ass for calling me the N
You
word.
know, you know, but I
I
had
still get so
listen,
mad about it.
I had
do.
a friend in high school. This was a young man I had known since I was young, when my parents were still together, living down in Texas. But this kid was there, and we were friends. He was my brother before I had my brothers. You know, it didn't matter to me. You know, yes, he was a white guy. He was German. His parents were first generation. He was second generation over here. But they marched with Dr. Martin Luther King. They got out of Germany because they did not like what was going on over there. So they brought their kids out to have a chance.
Yeah.
Okay, this kid comes up to me in high school. We're sitting at the table playing Uno. We had like 10
That's a
decks.
fighting game.
And
That
man,
game
we
That
were
breaks
straight
friendships,
tripping,
families,
okay?
dude.
And he walks up behind me with these 2 idiots that we call frickin' frack. And he taps me on the shoulder and he says, "You're a..." And I looked up at him, and because I'm like, I know his parents and his grandparents, they all marched. And you know, they worked for the ACLU, and I'm looking at him, I'm like, and I kept playing. And freaking frack a high-fiving. Now, this is in the cafeteria before school. It's about 800 students. Everybody heard them. There's teachers in there. Nobody moves. They're waiting for me to react. So I was just like, "Didn't you hear me?" I said, "Everybody heard you." I said,
want a
"Do you?"
microphone?
I said, "Do you really want me to get upset?" He said, "Well, I called you." I said, "I heard you the first 2 times."
Right.
I said,
I get it. I get
said,
it.
"But how can I get upset with someone who is still mispronouncing the word 700 years after the fact? Let me give you a history lesson, son." I said, back in the day, people didn't have very much education. And what little they did have, they pronounced things phonically.
Yeah.
I said, so when they went into the motherland, into Africa, to rob it of its bodies and its everything else, they went to a country spelled Niger.
Yes. People don't
And
know that.
that
People don't know that.
country is called Niger.
That's not how people were pronouncing it, though.
Not
I know.
the other way.
I was like, what?
No,
I
a
said,
lot of
so
people,
the
people
correct
don't know that.
insult
Yeah.
would be to call me a Nigerian or Nigerian.
Mm-hmm.
I said, but not that.
Right.
I said, I can't get upset with you doing that. And so I'm looking around the table at everybody that's looking at him because there's other black students sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
I said, hey, could y'all help him out with something that's going to maybe get the rise out? I said, so we started coming up with Spear Chunker, Pickaninny, Spook, Cold, Tar Baby, Little Black Samba. We went on down the line. I said, so maybe one of those will help you the next time. But you mispronouncing a word 700 years later, baby, all I can do is feel sorry for you, not angry with you. And then I went back to the table and we continued to play our game. He came to me right before homeroom, wanted to talk to me. And I said, I am not going to tell your parents what transpired today. But when you get home, it would be best if they heard it from you than if they heard it from somebody else. I said, because there are others at that table that aren't quite so reticent about this.
He didn't know what reticent meant.
Oh,
He probably had to go back and look that up too.
Never mind.
So
just don't.
I just closed my locker
Sometimes
and
you
went
gotta
on to
dumb things
homeroom. He told his parents, and his parents and grandparents and brothers and sisters and uncles and aunties drove him to my house to make him apologize.
I'm telling you, parents just aren't like
I
that
have
anymore.
not had a
I am.
conversation
I will
with
fuck a
him
little kid up.
since the 10th grade. He was like, why won't you talk to me? I said, when you show me who you are,
Yes.
I must believe you. I said that plenty of times during bargaining.
Yes, you did.
When you show me who you are, I have to believe you. And then it's up to me whether I stay or go.
Yep.
I'm going, and I'm going to let you do you. If it's not agreeable to me, there's no reason for you to be in my space and in my face. There's no reason for me to be in yours. I got to let you be you because we're grown.
Was
Be
there any, like, when we were in bargaining, was there any situation, like, is there a story that, like, is gonna stick with you? Like, I feel like every time I go through a bargain, there's like a situation or something that a positive one. I mean, there's plenty of negative for
Well,
sure.
Look, I was like,
there was a lot of
I
negative
mean,
stuff.
it can be something negative.
And one of our bargaining team members, he had taken the position with some of the ones who were the most disruptive during our bargaining, who were not helpful. They weren't
Had their
helping,
own
they were
agendas.
hindering.
yes.
Had a
Yes,
different
yes.
agenda. Yeah.
And
They were plotting.
he was
Very
talking,
much so.
and he made the comment to me because, you know, the room had got a little hot, so we were taking a little break so folks could calm down and get their minds right. But he was trying to convince me of the drive of, they got good drive.
What does that mean?
And my comment to him was, drive with no direction is a wreck.
Okay, for real.
Yeah.
Real shit.
I said,
Yeah.
and then I walked
We're
out.
not crash course
And
dummies.
Right.
that made him stop.
Yeah.
But what
Yeah.
I found most telling was that when push came to shove, when we called these disruptors out on the carpet, they backed off. What are you really after? And I like the fact that it was not done behind closed doors. It wasn't done by the e-board or the committee of the future. It was done by the bargaining team in the room with
Yeah,
our negotiators,
respected
with
that.
everyone in the room. It's like, is this what you want?
Yeah.
If
yeah.
this is what you want, raise your hand. And
Yeah.
those who were blocking just because they felt like it or had a different agenda did not keep pursuing that lead.
Because they were doing it in secret and
Yes.
trying to
Yes.
like they had a campaign going within our own campaign.
But I have to say, doing all these bargainings, I can't remember if this was number 8. I've done it so many times. I think it was bargaining number 8, I believe. 8 or 9 for me. This was the least contentious.
What?
It was the least
It really
contentious.
wasn't
What
that
have I
bad.
missed
It
my
was.
life?
I have to listen. I have to give kudos to both sides of the table. Both sides of the table called out the ones who were being disruptive and interrupting the flow.
Charles not saying that it was the least disruptful in the rooms. They're saying it was the least disruptful in terms of across the table.
Across
Got
the
it.
table.
Okay.
Because
okay.
the room is always going to be
It's
like
always
that.
going to
Yeah.
be the room.
I mean,
yeah.
we had what, like 120 people in there? Girlfriend, please.
I know every time I'd come in, oh my
Look,
God.
Yeah.
I don't even agree with you 3 all the time
Right.
because
Yeah.
y'all are just wrong. Except for this one. She's a Leo too, so we're always
Stay
right.
wrong.
I know that.
Wait, listen, Sagittarius is mix
Oh, a
really
Sagittarius.
well with Leos.
No,
They
Leos.
mix really well with Leos. And I'd like you to know,
Leos are perfect.
I'd like you to know that
Leos are perfect.
my moon is a Leo.
Yes.
Just so you
Well,
know.
I'm a double Leo with
I don't
my
know
my
what
moon in
any of
Libra.
that shit is.
Virgo and my sun.
I just know I'm Capricorn. I'm always told
Oh,
like
a
I'm
Capricorn.
mean. That, yeah, I'm told
Capricorns
that, like
are cold as
yes.
Capricorns are mean.
Do you
Cold.
think I am?
No.
No.
So Sagittarius,
No.
no, no, no.
Erica, it's not about you personally.
Oh,
It's
Look.
about
Yeah.
it is about
They can turn off emotions real fast
I do
and
do
not
that
turn them
is
on.
true.
I do.
about
But
you.
not as fast or as permanent as
As
Leo.
a Leo.
Listen.
You are dead to a Leo. If you
When-
fuck a Leo
listen.
over,
So
we
is-
never
so are you
forget.
with a Sagittarius.
When
that's
I'm
the
I
problem.
have a
done,
Sagittarius
I'm done.
rising.
With a
What?
Sagittarius, though, it takes you. They give
I
you like
told-
a hot minute to before they cut you off. And once they cut you off, it's
it.
like warfare. Like it's everything's off the table.
Listen, I'm done.
yeah.
And even my family knows this. When I say I'm done with the situation, I'm done. My mom had a friend who drove like a nut down in California. He drove like a nut. We were going
California.
somewhere. We were picking up this fella.
That was a long pause.
Yes. I have to be good, you know. And so we go get in the car because I'd already told my mom if he's driving, I'm not going.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And he hops behind the wheel. I hopped out of the car. He was like, "We're about to go. I need my mom's keys because I'm going back in the house."
Yeah.
Look, why I said I'm not going anywhere with you, and you're driving.
That's hilarious.
I said, "You get in the back seat, or I'm going back in the house." Well, we were taking you to the casino. That's all well and good, but my mother knows what that casino is. So you're in the back, or I'm going in the house. He got in the back,
I know he did. Shit, trying to get to that casino.
and he was fuming. I didn't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. You drive like a Looney Tunes,
Yeah.
and it's not your car, and you don't have a pot to urinate in, and you have no job. Bro, get in the back.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you guys know which moon is rising or whatever you guys said?
It's
So,
I had somebody do mine because
well,
she didn't
it's
believe I was a
based-
Leo.
It's based. There's like a whole thing off of it. So if you have your birth certificate,
The fuck? Who carries around their birth
no,
certificate?
it's like you just need to know
just need
where
to
you
know
were
where
born,
you were born
and
and
what
what time.
That's it.
Oh,
but
the
most people
time.
don't know that unless they have their birth
No,
certificate. Because
yeah.
my mom, when I first started doing all this, my mom told me I was born in the morning. And when I tell you, that woman was so damn wrong. I don't know how. Like, I remember when both my kids were born, because when I was unmedicated on mine, but I remember when I pushed those things out.
Yeah.
Because they've been traumatizing me since.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
And
That's
my
our job.
My mom's like, yeah, you were born in the morning. I looked at my birth certificate the other day because I was like going through my big 3. It was 10:28 p.m. She said I was at
Yeah.
5
I
a.m.
was
in the
born, like,
morning. I
9
was
p.m.
like,
She made that up. She was like,
I was like, you didn't have to
"Well,
lie.
Okay.
Look,
She did.
I was,
She had
'cause
to.
you know, when have you ever like? I've never needed to turn my birth certificate in for anything.
I
I've
just
never,
did. I
I've
just
never
did
needed
my
for my,
You do.
Well, I did
You
for my
do.
passport. That's why I needed it.
Yeah, and you need it for your I guess not
prove
if you
you're
have
a citizen.
your real ID.
Well,
Yeah, I did.
I
it when
just did that.
I just got my passport, which is
I
why
had
I
to
didn't get it because I
go
renewed
to the
my.
state of
Your
Texas
ID.
to Austin to get a copy of my birth certificate because the hospital where I was born was closed.
Yeah.
Those are hard.
Yeah,
to
I was
track
born
down.
in a small town. Shout out to Hill Center, Texas. Whoop whoop. Probably
No,
population
Sharon.
of about 101.
Yeah.
Baby, listen, we're halfway there from everywhere.
Yeah.
So, but it's like I had to get that. I always thought I was born early in the morning, and I found I was born at night. My mom
Yeah.
said, "No, you were born at night, like 9 o'clock at night." And she said it was like over 115 degrees a day.
Oh,
I
no.
said, "Well, you picked the time to have a baby in August in Texas, in the Texas Panhandle, girlfriend."
Ugh.
Yeah.
And your big
Poor
three really
planning.
does
Poor
determine,
planning.
like your whole. If you really do look it up, it determines. Like mine is spot on. My personality chart, with
Yeah,
how it breaks
same.
up, is very
There's
spot
like full on books.
Yes.
I've got
Yeah.
this book called The Birthday Book.
Yeah.
And you can look up your birth date and somebody else's birth date, and it tells you
Compatibility.
compatibility.
And
Yeah.
you can look up all their stuff.
Um,
It's crazy
yeah.
accurate.
What is it?
It's called The Birthday Book.
Mm-hmm.
Before I forget, I did this 23andMe thing.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right. I
shit.
Because
wanted to
my
hear about
mom
it.
is I don't know who my dad is. My mom lied to me and told me it was this other dude who I actually found like when I was 23, and this dude thought that I was his daughter all these years too, and he had other kids and I was
He's like,
close
"Yeah,
to
checks
them
out."
Yeah.
and he actually just died recently, and it was just so sad. This guy thought I was his kid, and he tried to be in my life my whole life, and my mom's father blocked him. I mean, just a really sad story. This guy was an idiot, but at any rate.
Hey.
I digress.
You know.
I just thought, whatever, I'll meet the dude. I grew up with a man who was my actual father. He was very good to me. Like, I wasn't, I didn't miss out on having a dad. But fast forward to my son did a 23andMe thing, and he starts getting pinged by these people, and he's pretty sure they got to be my people, right? So then when we were in bargaining, I get this like Facebook Messenger from this guy, and he's like, yeah, I remember vaguely talking to my son. My son was telling me, and I like heard it, but I just didn't. I still thought it was the
Didn't
other
register.
guy. I
Right.
still just thought it was this Chuck guy. So I was like, whatever, I'm kind of over it. I'm like, I didn't register. So then I tell Andrew's like, oh, would you like to meet this guy or whatever? And I was like, yeah, whatever. I don't care. So Andrew's like, oh, okay, like, friend, let him be his friend on Facebook. So then he found me on Messenger, right? So he messages me this thing. I read it in bargaining, and I reply to him. So then we start going back and forth, and he's like, yeah, we've got to be connected by my dad. And his dad is this guy who's fucking alive. Yes.
Whoa.
Oh,
Yes.
shit.
This is not this other guy, right? So,
Whoa.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
so
This was the plot twist I was waiting
Right.
for.
Plot
yes, it's a
thickens.
different guy. And you always think like if you see your people, you will feel some
right?
connection to them.
Right.
And this guy who's supposed to be my half brother, we are really similar.
That's
Like
how it
he's
is.
he's also a ginger, which I find fascinating because redheads are pretty rare.
Yeah.
My grandson is a redhead.
Oh
I
God, my
love this
nephew
kid.
and
I
both
love
his
my
daughters.
grandkids, but this
I
kid
hate
makes
that I
me
mess
so
with
proud.
My red hair.
But that said, I did this 23andMe. Now I'm like in. I'm like, fuck it. I get this kit. I hold on to it for 2 fucking months.
I know
because
you were
I
killing
was.
me.
Alyssa kept saying like, "Are you gonna do
I was
it?"
like,
Sharon
hey,
was like, "Bitch,
I'm
did
nosy.
you spit
Like,
in the
you
tube?"
got
And I
any
was like,
information?
"Fine, fuck it." After we did the contract, I finally spit in the tube, and it's harder than you think. To
Yeah,
put
it
this
is
food
to
up.
get that much.
Yeah, it's
and
too much.
Gross too.
So then, and then
Who the
it
fuck is
keeps
going
telling
to
me
I
your
had to do it
results
for
will
our
be
Swedish
ready on this
genetics.
day, on this day, and this day, and it keeps pushing it back. So I finally get the email 2 weeks ago that they can't give me my results. I didn't give them, and couldn't find my DNA in my spit.
Shut up.
So I ordered a new kit, and now I get to start
Do
all
they
over.
get it for
Oh, wow.
free, or you have
Yeah,
to?
it's for free.
Okay, good.
They couldn't
Well,
find.
So
the
that's-
DNA in
that's
your
where that
spit.
is.
Well,
That's
That's
literally a whole.
crazy.
tube of
I don't
spit.
understand.
Like it's
I'm
it's
going to
so
do
much.
that.
Did
I don't
did
understand. They can
drop
get your
the-
DNA.
They dropped
Like you
the
see those
tube?
crime shows,
Yeah.
they follow
Well,
the dude
when
around.
I had to get
he
my
throws the cigarette
genetics
butt
done,
down, and they got it.
Well,
and they
They
sent
got
it
all
out.
those.
I'm
whenever
going
I
to
just
do
spit
mine,
in a giant tube.
but
Yeah.
I'm going
And
to
I would
go
do it like
through this
it was
black company.
terrible.
Yeah.
that specializes in black people because they can get my DNA down to what village my African
Yeah, because I
ancestor
did
came
Ancestry and they were on some bullshit.
Okay,
Oh, were
They
they?
were on
because
some bullshit.
I feel like they've been scamming
they
though
they
since the
don't
early 2000s.
have
too.
enough
I
in
do.
23andMe and
That's just a personal
Ancestry
This is not.
for what I
we should
want
put
to
a
know.
disclaimer.
Oh, that's
Personal.
interesting.
You know, I know
What's
that
it
I've
called? Do you
got
know the name of the
European
company?
ancestry. I know I have Native American
Yeah.
ancestry. I know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know my African ancestry.
Yeah.
And I detest being called an African American. I am an American.
I hate
Yeah,
that word
yeah,
so
yeah.
much. I hate it so much.
Don't be trying to other me and separate me out.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay? If you don't like it, you should have left me where I was.
Yeah.
But it was all of the second and third and fourth sons from Europe who were never going to inherit, who decided to branch out. And those lazy so-and-sos came into Africa. It's like everything didn't start when you showed up on the shore. You cannot discover a place where there are already people.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay? You cannot.
I mean, you know, when
It's like,
Deal.
there's there like
land that's already owned.
there's long histories of slavery everywhere.
everywhere.
And I just
Every
read, like,
culture
I've
has
been
done
seeing
it.
all these things about, like, redheads and
Yeah,
black people.
Yeah.
And
Listen,
what they
that
have
was
in common is
crazy.
they were both
Well,
enslaved.
let me tell
And
you.
it's like a union story where they determine they have
I
more
brought
in
it up at
common
one of
than
the
they
Irish
have.
people.
I didn't
let me
know
tell
this.
you.
That's what I've heard.
Okay,
I
I'm
didn't
just
know
going to
that.
be clear here. Y'all can get mad if you want to. Irish people with all your freckles. You cannot have freckles without melanin. Welcome to the tribe.
Okay, but I want to say no.
Oh, I guess I didn't think about
That's
that.
right.
ran-
You cannot have
My
freckles
mom ran
without
out of toner
melanin.
ink when
You
she
get
made me,
melanin
though.
from here.
No.
And
Well,
since,
I saw some TikToks where people were like redheaded, freckled people like me were like, I'm black now, and I was like, I don't
No,
think
that's
that's
Yeah,
how it
we
works.
didn't go
Yeah,
that.
I don't
no,
think
I had brought that up because we were talking.
I was like,
to
these
Michael
bitches are
about
crazy.
this, and we were talking about the redheaded thing and about how it's like crazy, and I was like, you know what's so crazy is I was on TikTok last night because we were bargaining, and I was like mindlessly scrolling on TikTok because I'm not gonna listen to everyone
Yeah, yeah.
arguing. So I
You
was
gotta
sitting
check
there,
out once.
Yeah,
in a
and
while.
I was telling Michael, and I was like asking him, and we were all outside like vaping at this point, and I was like, did you guys hear that they're classifying redheads as black people now? And Michael's like, what?
Yeah. He's like,
listen.
back
And
it
I was
up.
like, yeah, it was on TikTok, and it was like this whole. There was like thousands of videos of like this. People were going in detail. And I was
Yeah,
like,
I saw it.
It
It
was
was
crazy.
pretty.
It was-
my
it was
brother
detailed.
Sherman was a
It
ginger.
was crazy
I
detailed.
could pull up pictures right now of my nephew, my brother's youngest son. He's a ginger. He's got 2 daughters. They are definitely gingers. They are pregnant with a third, and I know
But
this
the
one's going to come out of
similarities
ginger.
between the
Listen,
two were very
the
clear.
Irish is alive and well in my family blood, and it is acting up. It is everywhere.
Well, the redheaded Irish people are born from rape and pillage. Irish people, like literal, Irish people have dark hair and freckles. Redheaded Irish people are born from like some invasion and rape
Well,
and slavery.
listen,
That's interesting.
The Moors were traveling hundreds, thousands
It was
of
like a
years
Lucy in the
before
Yeah,
the Norsemen.
Yes,
And Christopher Columbus
Yes,
was
then it's
shocked
like the Norse.
when he stepped foot on this land and
As
he
he
saw the
should have
natives
been,
because they were dark with thick curly hair
Yeah.
and looked like that's because they were here first,
Right.
my brother. And instead of them trying to take over from these folks, they integrated themselves into their lives.
Absolutely.
So if you're going to go somewhere, quit trying to take everything and erase everything because it fits the narrative that you want. Okay?
Well, it's in 2025 now.
Well,
Okay,
okay,
see
can-
that
okay,
happening?
but let
No,
me-
it's a
Believe in
really
your own
weird
lies.
thing. It's a
Come
really
on.
weird thing what's happening just all across the globe right now with
is
like Muslims
strange.
and like Islam, and you've got all the Muslim countries that won't take any other people from other
They're
Muslim
like
countries.
Yeah, they're not.
And then
being
like
asylums.
nobody wants to take the Gazans. Nobody, no other Muslim countries from what I'm hearing. and then we are saying we won't take any, and
we won't take any.
Britain won't. But this is the other thing, is that there's like this big movement right now. That's what's happening. What has happened in the United States is also happening in Britain. It's also happening in Irish, or in Ireland. It's also
Scotland,
happening in
France,
Netherlands.
in Switzerland,
It is.
in the
Do you
Netherlands,
think? Why do you think
There
that is?
is
Do you think
all
people
trying-
are just scared of
What's
differences?
happening,
or?
like in Europe, is that they're much smaller. They're like little islands. It's so small, and so like the Muslim countries have been at war for so long. Some of it funded, or we could say a great part of it funded by the United States, and they're being pushed out, and so consequently, other countries are taking them. And they come to those countries and they're finding community with each other.
Yeah.
And the other countries are feeling like, oh, they're coming in and they won't assimilate. And now we have, and so, they're separating even further. And they're saying they're coming in and taking over our country, and they want Sharia law. And there is some.
Y'all are messing up the potlucks
There's
now.
some things that they're holding. There's some things that they're holding that hold some truth. Like they're taking these horrible things that happen, like they happen everywhere, like murders and things happen, and they're doing what we do in the United States. They're holding up this one thing as like, this is what's happening everywhere.
Well, look.
And it's getting really dangerous for any refugees. And that's what they're trying to do in Britain, is what we're doing here now. They're trying to say everybody has to leave now.
Look.
So like there's a big fight between the Labor and the Tory government.
Y'all are messing with the potlucks. I'm
Sharon?
sorry, baby. I don't want to come in there and see no green bean casserole. I want to
Potato
see
salad
pan
with
I
sit.
need
raisins.
seasoned food out
Okay,
my pot.
I want some blackened fish. Okay, I
I
want
will tell
some
you,
mole
I don't
chicken.
eat potluck foods at where
No.
I don't not work.
Listen, we work in a hospital.
No,
I'm
we
sorry.
just said
No.
that.
I
Sean
love
and
you
I were
people.
just saying that. No.
Listen,
I don't know how
ask
your kitchen
questions.
I
is
don't
at
know what your
home.
kitchen looks like.
Well, not even that, but I don't know. Like
I don't know if you let your cats walk on the
right.
counter.
I don't know
Listen.
if you wash your kitchen thoroughly. I don't know.
I don't
how
know if you wash your hands after
I
you go
don't
to the
even know
bathroom.
how
Listen,
you wash
we
your-
work in a
your
hospital.
dishes.
Yeah.
That don't mean
I
nothing.
upset some people on a floor I used to work on because they said I would bring stuff to the potluck and I would leave it there, but I would bring my lunch and go eat elsewhere. So one of them calls me out. She gonna call me out in front of everybody. She's like, "We always have these potlucks and you don't know." I said, "Do you want to know why?" She's like, "Why?" I said, "Do you want the truth or a lie?" "I want the truth." "Well, come with me." And I walked her into our break room and I showed her the employee board with all these employees and all their pets. And they got cats and dogs and lizards and spiders and groundhogs and everything else crawling all over their houses, all over their counters, in their kitchen, all over the tables. It's like, y'all don't wash your hands enough for me here, knowing what we deal with. I know you ain't washing them at home, so I will not eat anything that comes from any of these households.
Is it okay to microwave fish at work?
No.
No.
If
Oh,
I'm
No.
hungry,
No.
No.
I think it's okay to microwave
So
fish.
No.
just
No.
don't burn popcorn.
No, I have
but
a
I can
core.
do fish.
No, I have a core leader that does. In the
I
No.
don't mind
way.
it. Why? Does it
No.
matter what kind?
Because
Why?
that stench
guess
does
it
not
it
ever go out.
Really?
No, so
Ugh.
we had our court leader do it, and it just drove me crazy. So they microwaved it at like 11 a.m. Like 11 a.m. It stunk the rest of the day.
Like, what's
and it
bad?
Went in, so
Is it a fishy smell?
It's
Is
you smell
it like
fish.
a bad?
It's,
Yes.
Like,
it's like okay. Take
So
salmon.
it's not like tilapia or
no,
something?
it's salmon that they usually microwave again. Take salmon, put it in a Ziploc bag, leave it in your car for 4 hours in the dead of heat, and open.
Well, that's
Alice
a
is
food burn
traumatized by it.
illness
And then
up your
jump
car.
up and down on
Yeah,
it.
open up your car, get into it, and sit in it. That is what it smelt like for 6 hours.
Like the
rest of-
dumpster behind Ivers.
Yes,
Yeah.
and we had a memo go out that said, please do not microwave
Fish.
leftover fish in the
or shrimp.
microwave.
Don't
like,
do
please
it.
don't do it. And what did people do? They were like, No, and they just did it anyway.
That would be me. I'm
So,
like, shit, I'm hungry.
We have
Yeah.
three stop. We have three
Take it
different
to the
locations
cafeteria
for the
and warm it up
microwave. We
down
Yeah,
there.
that's
one-
all I'm saying.
We have one in an open hallway, which is where it always gets microwaved.
Oh.
One is in a teaching kitchen, in a big teaching kitchen, and another one is in a staff room that's locked in between two hallways. Those two places you could have microwaved your dirty ass fish,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you did it in the open ass hallway.
Yeah.
Disrespectful,
Okay.
and then you continue to do it. Just disrespectful.
Speaking about
It's
food and
disrespectful.
fishy
That is
stuff,
true.
Take
do
that
any
home
of
and
you
shit.
eat oysters?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my god, I
Love
love
them.
Yes.
Fried.
fresh
You might as well
oysters.
just
baked,
swallow a
You
loogie.
cannot-
Those things are
Sean,
slimy.
Sean, you
No, it's
cannot
not. No.
say shit to me
are
about
No,
gross
disgusting.
it is
food
not.
ever.
They are. Look,
What are you
it's
talking?
a texture
You
thing.
can't
It's nasty.
even eat the ones that are grilled. Like you
No.
open it and
Ooh,
grill it.
no.
Oh
my
the ones,
God.
oh my
No.
god.
Oh my
listen.
God.
No, I will
can
not
eat
put
like
an
a
oyster in
way
my mouth.
I
all
can
day,
shoot
all
No
day.
them.
oysters,
Put 'em on
no
the
clams.
every day.
Every single
I will
day.
eat a
Take
mussel.
some little
I will eat a
bread and
scallop.
dip it in the
I just want you
sauce
to
that-
know
Yes.
that if you go down
Okay.
to the
You
market,
eat
Brian and
those
I went
nasty
to San
things.
Diego.
I do not want to hear about me eating rabbit.
You never want me. It wasn't
you're
just
so
rabbit.
dramatic. You're very,
It
very
wasn't.
dramatic over oysters.
It was not just rabbit.
So dramatic over oysters. They're
Look,
so good for you,
okay.
and
It
they're
was
an
not just
aphrodisiac.
I'm a
rabbit.
country girl. I
I'm
was
just saying.
raised country. So I have eaten opossum and raccoon
Ma'am,
and
excuse
squirrel
me?
and rabbit and
And you won't eat
nutria
an oyster?
No.
Right.
and alligator, which is delicious.
But you won't eat an
But
oyster.
not an oyster.
No.
But not
And
an
I've
oyster.
even
Bit too
eaten
far.
snake.
Oh, but not an oyster.
Oh, keep going, bitch.
What else?
Did you eat livers?
Yes, not chicken liver.
Do you eat chitlins like I do?
Yes, I did.
Then
Did
you
you
should be
eat
eating
bull
oyster.
testicles?
No, it's
You
the
should be eating
texture.
oyster.
It's the texture.
What about
I
bull
cannot.
testicles?
Hell no. Listen, I don't do men,
She's like, I don't like
and
eating
I'm
testicles.
not about to go
No
around
testicles.
eating.
I've
testicles.
never even
Rocky
tasted.
Mountain oysters.
No,
Who-
never.
Listen,
Never
how
tasted
hungry
those.
was the person that ate that?
I don't know.
Well,
I've
I
never had
think it
them.
goes back to Native
I know
American.
waste not, want not.
Sharon, Native American culture
My
says
family
that
does
you
eat them.
utilize
I
every
don't.
single
Yes,
thing.
I understand
That's where
that.
it comes
Well,
from.
I would have cooked it and gave it to the dog. I'm not going to eat that. The dog can have it.
Ugh,
I'm
I
not
wouldn't
doing
feed
it.
it to my pet. I love my
I'm
dog.
not doing
Your
it.
dog is spoiled.
I
Won't
love my
do it.
dog. My dog eats filet.
He's
I don't
spoiled.
eat eggplant. It's another texture thing. It's just gross.
I don't mind eggplant.
I don't
I
eat
don't do
depends.
turnips.
Eggplant,
Right.
It
eggplant
depends.
parmesan.
Yeah.
No.
It's so good.
It depends
No.
on how it's cooked.
Slime.
Wait, what did you guys think about the food when we were?
Hated it.
Me too.
Well,
Hated
the
it.
bacon
Stop.
was
That's
never
all what
spreadsheet.
happened with
worst
me.
food.
And then I
Wait,
remember what
Who
happened.
had the worst food?
The college that we
Yes.
went to. Okay,
I
I
was
was
there
just
for that
telling.
one.
I was just telling my boo thing that
Yeah,
I'm
the
seeing.
college.
I was just telling him about this because he went to culinary school, right? And so I was telling him how we went to bargaining at this college.
Raw
And
chicken.
how none of us knew that the students were cooking the food until me and Michael and Carol and Sharon were all standing in line, and we had to go out for that 1 hour long stupid ass executive board meeting over that stupid app.
Yeah.
I'm still angry about it, but we were sitting there and Michael picks up this chicken and I'm like, that's pink. And he goes, it's fine. I'm like, no, Michael,
No,
that's
that's
pink.
raw.
He goes, no. And Carol looks at it, takes her chicken and goes, nope. And I was like, And Carmen she goes, it's fine. And
Yep,
I'm like,
and Carmen got sick.
I was
and
like,
so I
then
didn't
she got
eat
sick.
like
I
really
took
anything
a,
that
I took
day.
I cut a piece of it off the edge,
Yeah.
and I took a bite, and then I went to cut another piece, and I saw that it was pink. I looked on the other side, and it was a little tinge of pink, so I didn't get a pink
So
bite
the
per
next
se,
day,
but I didn't
everyone
eat
was
any
like,
of it.
everyone
I
that
didn't-
ate that
I didn't
chicken
get
was
sick.
sick. They were
Listen.
sick.
Yeah, I didn't.
And then that
Y'all
next
saw what
day
was going on
though,
with me.
The
we had
eggs
the
were
first
crazy, too.
next day though we had the first like real session of bargaining after like doing the test run, and it was at the table, and we were in there with like management and that stupid hallway, right? We didn't even have a room,
Right.
and everyone ate, and we didn't get food. No one saved us food.
Yeah,
And
that's
so,
right.
yeah,
We
they
didn't.
had to order us
Yeah,
food. They
we
didn't
were the
save
first
us
ones.
food.
Our
Yeah.
group went first.
And we came back in and they were like, oh, there's no more food. We're going to have to order you guys food. And I, at that point, I was like, I don't even care. I'm done. Like,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, because we
done.
had not
The
eaten
food
all
was
fucking
the
day.
food was
Y'all saw
trashed the
what
day
was
before,
going
so I
on
didn't
with me
eat
and the
that
food.
next day. It was
There was
terrible.
nothing I
Sharon,
could
the
eat.
medical emergency.
And I had a
Hey,
medical
Sharon,
emergency.
I'm gonna say though, partially, let's own up to that because you even sat there and said that you didn't want to disrupt anyone
That
and
was
make yourself
dumb.
a bother when there was other diabetic.
Yes,
at
that
Bargain.
is true.
And I
that
kept
was
pounding
crazy.
me. But you can't scare me like that.
I can't. It's like I could not eat that food.
Yeah.
There was
There was
nothing there
nothing
that I
for you
could
to
eat. And diabetic and kind of brittle and had a diabetic crisis.
Yeah.
But everyone was happy because all the paramedics were good
Oh,
looking.
yeah.
Yeah, they
Can
were
we
good
talk
looking.
about those paramedics?
They were good looking.
were.
And then it was so crazy because we
They were good
like
looking.
I see Carol just take Sharon, Sharon must have talked gibberish or something to her the way she does.
Carol was shoving
Gets her
honey.
up and gets her outside, and I'm like sitting there looking like, do I need to get up? But I know I'm supposed to stay in the room, but I'm like, do I need to get up? And then like HRs were like locking eyes.
Yeah.
Sasha and I are locking eyes and like, one of us can get up and go check on this bitch? But then finally, I hear another one of our coworkers is out there with her, and Sharon must have her knees buckled or something, and this person goes does this big loud scream, and then that's the only reason I went out there, not because the person screamed, but because I was irritated by the scream, and I knew Sharon was going to be like, oh my God, I'm going to kill a bitch.
I passed out.
I ran out there, and people are putting shit in Sharon's mouth, and
Yeah.
Carol's taking it
I'm
out,
like,
and
I
Did
Yeah,
you?
my
I
brother
thought-
beat because
Oh, you
I
did.
went out.
I didn't know that.
I believe Carol pinned me to the wall. I didn't know who had
Carol
grabbed
was
the
the-
chair.
Carol like
So good
linebacker.
at
But I
pinned
I
you. She
knew
was-
I could hear B and I could hear Carol, but I was
Well, then
gone.
Trisha kept saying, well, and Trisha came over to me and was like, or Trisha was saying something, and I was like, stop. Like, there's too many people around.
Yeah,
I
here.
remember you
Like,
saying that.
people need to just,
Mhm.
settle
I came
down.
up and,
I started feeling, super
Yeah.
protective, and then I was asking Sharon, where's your stuff? And Sharon was just like, this is what I need you to do. And so I was just
So,
worried about Sharon.
Yeah,
but then,
when I came to, I had a mouth and a face full of honey.
Yeah.
Somebody said they
pouring
had
that
shoved
shit.
their finger in my mouth
It
to
was,
take
yeah.
a tablet
it
out.
was Carol,
It
and
was-
Carol's
Okay.
hand was right there, and it plopped in
Yeah.
Carol's hand.
Okay.
Like, they were just
So-
boom,
I
boom.
ran up
It was
and they're
funny.
all
But, yeah.
in your face, and Lauren's down trying to get something, and I'm trying to get everyone out of your face, and I'm
Yeah.
like,
Because
guys, I was like,
I
I was
don't-
like, Sharon only
I
needs
have
these
a-
people in
a
her
thing.
face. Like,
We
you
had
guys gotta get
just
everyone
had
out.
a conversation.
Yes.
Sharon was telling me here's what to do. What
Yeah.
I don't like is people in my face.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so when I
And
came in, I was like,
I just see
they're all
Carol
about to get
shoving
their asses beat.
honey
And-
in
yeah.
So-
Sharon. It's coming out her mouth.
When-
And Trisha was telling me,
Yeah.
okay, Lauren, the
And
paramedics
Pat's over
are
there,
going to
and
get
he's like-
here, and Sharon's going to go to the hospital. And I said, the
No.
fuck
No.
she is. She's not going
Yeah.
to
No.
the hospital. We're going to, do this stuff. So the cutest thing was that Sharon had 3 extremely brilliant nurses.
It was-
4. She had Kara,
was
Trisha,
adorable.
Carol.
They were working hard.
They were all of them
'Cause it was
around
Pat, too,
her,
and he
and then
was-
Pat was
yeah.
standing back
Yeah.
there, and
was
they
in
were
good
just
hands.
all loving on you, and then I
Yes.
was just being
Yeah.
what I know Sharon.
When
would.
I
And all the
Sharon
ladies
when I
would
came
come
do.
out of
back
the
to
room.
myself,
I knew that.
I somebody said I said whoa, because I was
You
just
did.
Yeah, you did
and,
say
and I
that.
was
You
trying
said,
not
"Oh."
to, because
Do you
childhood
remember that?
traumas,
Yeah,
people in my face,
yeah.
I react and it's
Yeah.
fisticuffs.
Yeah.
But the first face I saw was Lauren's,
Mm-hmm.
and then I saw her, and I saw you. I said, okay. What happened? That's all I want. Like,
Yeah.
what's going on? And then here's paramedics.
Yeah.
But did
I mean, you got that
You know.
room up and pumping. The blood was pumping
Yeah.
in that bargaining room because everyone
And-
came out and they're like, "Oh, we know Sharon's fine."
Yeah.
But those
it
men.
was hard. I was embarrassed that I was disruptive to the meeting where we were talking money with management guys.
They
This
needed
this
to see
was
it.
No, I
horrible.
know.
To see it.
I
It
know
was
that's
horrible.
what they
But
do.
But
And
what
I
we
was
were at the
trying my
table
best
about
to-
was the perfect
Benefits.
timing for you to be doing
But
that.
this is the interesting thing is that they need to see the dedication
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
we
Like, all
have
day
when
long.
we're in
I-
those
I-
rooms.
I think
doing
I
that
we
work.
got
impressed
3
them
hours of sleep
by-
a day that last week.
Yeah.
And we were out, we were up
by,
until like 2, 3,
going
4
back.
a.m.
Because I told them, I said, I got to finish what I started. And I went back in the room.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like,
Yeah, you
I listen, my great auntie told me no more back of the bus. Since I moved to the front, no more back of the bus. So that is not a place I can go. I had to finish.
Right.
I was okay. I was better. I was taken care of. I was being looked after. Things were okay.
Yeah, you handled
I'm
that
going
like
back.
Because I would have been like, bye, guys.
You know, and so I was
I'll be
back
there
in
tomorrow.
there.
And notice
After I
how
got my
the
face
only two
cleaned up.
times she did it
Yeah.
was the 2 times that I left.
Yeah. So
And
that's not going to happen
15
again.
For 15
Yeah.
minutes. It
Yeah.
was 15 minutes
Yeah.
both times. And I was like, dude, I
Yeah.
just had to go take care of my kid for 15 minutes.
The
Like,
next
you
day,
just
I was
held
like, you got
on.
enough snacks? What are you doing?
I-
Where are
Yeah.
you going? Sit
I
down.
Man.
brought a bundle of
No,
bananas.
I had-
What
like,
what's
I
your,
had
what's your
people
levels?
dropping
I
stuff
dropped a
off
bundle
all
of
over the place.
bananas
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
next to me. I brought like all this stuff. I was like plopping it.
We
I
did
was,
like an executive
Yeah.
board like
Like,
plan, like
donate.
everybody knew
I
what
got-
needed to happen,
Yes.
like how to get to Sharon's out. Remember that this was at Emerald Downs.
Oh,
we stayed
gosh,
at
yeah.
we stayed a night at Alyssa's house, and I woke up the next morning and I had a fucking migraine.
Everyone
I haven't
that next
had a
day though
migraine.
was sick with whatever
That's
was going
what-
Yeah,
around.
so
Yes.
I don't
You
know
guys-
what happened, but I had
But her
a migraine.
was so...
It was bad, and so
She was throwing
Alyssa
up
gave me like a migraine pill because I
Rizatriptan.
didn't have my own. What, an
It
Imitrex
is
or
a
something?
rizatriptan. It's an emergency migraine.
Yeah,
medication
well,
that
it
I
helped
take.
like take the edge off of it, but it was like
You have to take it like at the start.
still
That's
there.
the
Yeah, it was.
word.
I think it might have been too far gone, but I still rallied. I did, just wear like a moo because I was like, this is who the
She
fuck
had
I
a whole
am
outfit,
today, right?
cute outfit plan and everything. She
I
came
was
out
like,
in a long
I am
sundress.
not-
She was like, her like
I'm
slides
not-
on. She's
I'm
like,
not doing
no.
this. This is who
She
I
goes,
am today.
She's like, I'm coming.
So
Yeah.
I get there, and Sharon and I drove separate from Melissa, and we get to like I
No,
don't
that
know.
day we drove together.
No,
this
we
is the
did
next
not.
day.
This
Oh,
is
the
the
next
next.
day.
It was
Oh,
the
the
next
next
day that I
day.
had. So we get to this. I'm telling Sharon, I'm so sick, and Sharon was like, I'm sorry. And and then we also forgot our allergy medicine.
Yes, did not have my Zyrtec.
So we were
Man,
like, fuck, I
never
don't
again.
want to
Because
You're a
like.
I got
mess.
2 cats and a dog.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I'm allergic
yeah.
to cats.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
my cats are
Oh.
lovers. They,
Yeah, so they were
And
all
while I
on
was
it.
trying to
Yeah.
sleep, I had one run across my back. Then decided that
And
my
Lauren
face
sleeps
was the
with
place
her
to
door
be.
shut at her house, so my cats are free roaming, so they sleep with me in bed. So they did not like the fact that she locked
But
them out of
her
room.
one cat was a fucking asshole. I'm still not convinced. I'm still not convinced that I didn't get sick because of that fucking cat. But, no, seriously, because I didn't take my medicine. But
I'm proud
so
of,
we
like,
get to the
she's
7-Eleven,
a
and
bitch.
I go into the 7-Eleven, I open it up, and this wave of
Grease.
like whatever the
That
hell
food,
they
and
cook
it
in
was
there.
full of men, going to work.
Yeah,
You know,
like
it's early in the
construction
morning.
men.
Yeah,
Yeah, so like
God.
they probably have all the crap. But I asked, do you have? I don't even step in. I think I just
No,
poked my head.
I went in. They did not have Zyrtec.
Yeah.
They had Claritin and Allegra, and we
Yeah.
all know those are
It
not
has
going
to
to work.
be Zyrtec.
It has to be Zyrtec.
And so I get back into the car, and I open the door, and I'm like,
Fill the pothole.
I throw up in the parking lot of a 7-Eleven
shit.
like a drunk teenager.
and
And then we
Like
go-
she had boom,
You
baby.
have to
I
go
know.
get
Irk
rallied.
and jerk.
Yeah. And then I went back we went, and I still bargained.
Yeah.
And
I mean, your color
was
came back
miserable
though after
for the first couple of
yeah.
hours, but then I managed to feel
Yeah,
okay.
I mean,
I don't know what was going on.
Look.
It was. I was telling an HR
gangster.
business
You
partner
guys are
like last
gangsters.
week.
I
It was
told
on
you.
Thursday or Friday.
You
I was
hanging with
telling
the
an
cool
HR
kids
business
now.
partner. I was sitting there and they were like, "You like always work," and she's like messaging me back on Teams at like 5:30, 6 o'clock, and I'm like, "Girl, you're messaging me back," and she goes, "Get off," and I was like, "You get off."
Okay.
And she's like, "You're always working," and I was like, "Yeah, I'm working. If I can work from home, I'm gonna work sick because unless I'm throwing
Yeah.
up
Yeah.
or like I'm peeing out of my asshole, like."
Right.
Bitch is gonna
Yeah.
work.
Yeah,
Because
same.
if I have a mic, like I worked I think Friday was the only day I called out because I only worked 4 hours on Friday. But I worked Wednesday and Thursday with a debilitating migraine
Mm-hmm.
because like who's gonna do my job if I don't?
Listen.
No,
see,
and
if
I would
wake
save
up-
those
like,
sick hours.
yeah.
If I wake
Because
up
I came
sick
back to work
or a
last
migraine,
Monday to none of my work done when I called out, and I was like,
that always happens with me. But if I'm sick or migraine or anything, I'm like, God doesn't want me to go to work today. I'm staying home. That's just
God,
all
it's
it,
not
like,
bad.
God,
Listen.
this is a sign.
Listen.
Leave
This
my
is a
ass at home.
sign. Like,
I go to work,
Fine.
but when I call in sick, listen, because anytime I get a cold, it is very, very quick to become pneumonia.
Yeah, that's
And
That's-
I
yeah.
cough.
Yeah.
It sounds like death.
Yeah.
You know, I have had to go in. I called up the doctor's office. I'm like, hey, I need a chest X-ray. My lungs are filling up. You know,
Ooh.
and I go down there. They take a peek, and they're like, "Ooh, okay, we're gonna take you over here to IR, and we're gonna tap your lungs." So I've gone in where they have pulled a liter or more off,
Shit.
and
Have an asthma.
so I could breathe. And so I'm calling to work, and I'm coughing. It was so bad. Oh, a year ago, not this July 2024, I got sick, pneumonia. I'm coughing. I'm trying to call in, and the girl hit the staff, and I was like, "Okay, Sharon, you're sick. Call your floor. Just cough. They know it's you. I'm gonna call them. Oh my God, please do not come to work.
Do
My
not
God,
come in.
girl, do you need to be in the hospital? Ooh, I'm telling your friends. Girl, are you all right? Do you need anything?" So she was, because she said I sounded so bad.
Yeah.
And it was like, and I told her, people was like, "Well, what do you do with the coughing like that?" I said, adult underwear. Because
Yeah.
nothing
Oh,
stays
real
put.
shit.
I didn't even think
Real
about
shit.
that. That is
Listen,
true.
adult underwear come on
Baby.
Well,
anytime. Sick or
Well,
not.
I am
Yes.
sorry, but I've had a 10-pound child. Thank you very much,
Mm.
Jordan. And ever since that child, if you look at me crazy, I will pee
Honey,
my pants.
listen.
Oh, I have to
I had a
prepare
historical
myself to
record.
cough.
Dude.
That's what's terrible. I'm
I-
like, okay, let me
I
sit
know
down
you
and
have
cough.
to be like,
Yeah.
okay, wait.
I
it's
did
gotta
that to
be
her a
just-
lot.
It's when I'm
at
standing
bargaining.
up.
I
and
would have
have
her
to,
laughing.
Yeah, we were outside and she was out
And I
all
can
it
remember
was-
when I coughed and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to pee. Sorry.
Yeah,
and I
I'm
was
sorry.
like,
That's-
trying to.
Listen,
to
adult
Kegel
underwear.
exercise. You gotta do Kegel floor exercise.
Doesn't work.
That
Listen,
doesn't
it don't
work.
do
I don't know
why
what I'm talking about.
anybody said
Pilates
that.
and Kegel floor exercises.
You
Listen.
are much younger
Pilates-
than I.
Girl,
Okay,
me too,
Pilates.
because I'm
Maybe
like-
I also had my kids quite young. I will
The
say.
bladder is
Quite
tired. The sphincter is
Mm-hmm.
tired. The urethra says, "I let my people go." So we're gonna part the Red Seas and just let it go.
Right.
We ain't
I
gonna be
will
trying to
say,
hold
though,
this.
recently my control has not been.
There you go.
You're
Welcome.
Also, you said
Welcome.
perimenopause too, so
Welcome,
that's
Welcome.
to perimenopause.
Like I
Yeah.
was running to like,
And
'cause
just
I knew I
so
had to
the
go to
audience
bathroom.
knows,
I had to-
there are two guys in here in the room. They're just gonna have to deal with this. They shouldn't have invited 4 women.
Right.
yeah.
That's
Well,
why I was like, ooh, I don't know
I
if they're
guess.
ready.
I don't.
Well,
you
I'm
know what?
kinda
I
righteous.
think I would. I don't think I'm prepared to buy an adult diaper. I know, Sharon, that you have, welcomed me into the world of adult diapers.
Oh, I don't
feel.
really wear.
I don't
I
even
don't-
wear underwear.
What?
No, I don't either.
What?
I'm not
I
wearing
only
underwear
wear
right now.
I only wear underwear when it's with certain like a dress, right? Like that's
If something-
if it's
if something
like
comes
a like a short dress, like if the wind comes up.
Baby,
Because at
no,
bargaining,
I don't.
Listen.
y'all
I
should be
don't.
blessed because at bargaining, thank God I did, because there was a moment where my dress had gotten stuck in the chair.
I didn't wear I
and
didn't
Lisa
wear. I
had
never
to come
wear
up
underwear.
and run when we were getting up to go to an executive
Never.
board meeting, and Lisa had to run and fix my dress as we were leaving because it got stuck in the chair. And
Oh,
yeah,
you
but
could see your butt?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
all her
thankfully,
hoo-ha.
but no, I was wearing underwear that day. And
I don't wear underwear.
but-
I think you're not. It's not natural. If I'm
It's
on
not.
my
You have to let
period,
it
maybe.
breathe. You have
Which
to
I
let
don't
it
really
breathe,
have.
But
right?
you can let it breathe. But
I cannot go commando.
I have
Right.
to. I'm
Because
sorry,
Is it
I
a
have
culture
to.
if I blink,
No.
if I
Culture thing.
think,
No.
if I walk, if I
I
talk,
have to.
it
I
is
used
like-
to.
Key.
Niagara Falls. It's like I
That's
just
not-
came out of there.
I
What
just
is this?
can't-
I'm
Maybe
not
the day
drinking
I don't
beer.
have
That's
control,
not
that will
how
be
it
a
Don't
thing,
be laughing
but
at me.
that's
No,
See,
not
I
my
you
don't
thing.
have
men, y'all got it
But
I
covered.
don't
when
have
I
that.
wear sundresses,
They
you
have
have
should not have
prostate
allowed
issues.
us to come up in
I have a
here.
question
They have prostate
the
issues.
only
They
time
suffer.
I wear
They
underwear
suffer.
and sundresses when I go to work, because y'all ain't gonna catch me
Look,
slipping with any of this.
Mommy, I
Seattle.
wear my
But other
undies.
than that, I don't
Okay,
wear
I-
underwear
I-
like ever.
They're bad
I
influences.
Ever.
have to.
Let
I
the ladies
cannot go
breathe.
commando.
And I also
Not
wear
anymore. I
And
have no
99% of
zero
the time, I
control.
don't wear a bra. I free
Yeah,
the
well,
I
now
don't
that's
wear bras
okay.
either.
Free
I
the
don't wear
titties,
bras
free the
either. I don't wear
cookies,
bras
free
either.
everything.
Well, I wore one
Free it all.
today because I didn't want to step on them because they're
Yes.
here.
We need
I'm
to love
sorry,
women,
I'm not
free it all.
12.
I
They
also
don't go
wear a
north.
bra
They go
today,
south,
yeah.
east,
I
and
only wore one
west.
because men were gonna be here.
Yeah,
That was
don't
the
be
only
laughing.
I
reason.
wore one out of
And
respect,
I'm going to the
but I
rodeo
normally
tonight.
don't.
So it's
Ooh.
the only reason
Rodeo.
why-
How can you guys
Yeah.
be like?
I have
like,
fake. I
is
have
it-
fake boobs.
Oh
so
well,
mine
I would.
just-
I would
I
never
got
wear. I
small,
probably wouldn't wear
itty-bitty
shirts.
titties,
if I
so
had
I'm
now-
part of the
Try
itty
not
bitty
to.
titty
Yeah, I would
committee.
never.
When
But I'm
it
getting too
comes
old
to
for that.
sleeping,
No,
I
they're
can
just
look like a man
I
depending
gotta
on what
sleep
I
nude.
wear.
I'm sorry, I
See.
cannot
So which is
sleep
why
in
I can get
clothes.
away with not
I feel like they're
wearing
choking. If I
bras.
start off in clothes, by morning they are flung all across the room. And that's what
Sometimes
I
I wear,
told
like,
them
a
when we
little-
were sleeping in the room. I
I
said,
like-
now look,
I like my
I'm sleeping in
muumuus.
shorts and a shirt.
Mhm.
But by morning, they may be flung across the room because
Yeah.
I usually sleep nude.
Yeah,
I never
can't.
did,
I can't.
so I didn't flash any boobies.
Yeah, we don't.
No.
I've seen your boobs a million
I've
times.
seen both your guys' boobs and your
But-
asses, and I think they're quite nice.
Here's the thing.
Both your spouses
I
are
don't have a butt.
very lucky. Very
I
lucky.
feel like maybe because I've had so many fucking children, but I feel like if I don't wear underwear, something's gonna fall out.
Girl, what
Like
is
a,
gonna
maybe
fall
a child might
You-
fall out.
what-
I don't
what-
know.
What's gonna
But
fall?
I'm
A
like,
child's gonna fall out.
You
of you?
never know. You never know.
So there's a
I'm
slip
like,
and slide down
Look,
there. What's falling
okay.
out?
Potentially.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
46.
be. I'm just gonna be clear
I
and
think I
honest
wear
with you.
underwear more now.
The reason
at
I
my
wear
age than I
underwear,
ever did
another
before.
reason, is because I don't want somebody else's crotch cooties crawling onto my crotch
Right.
cooties from
Where
cloth
are you
chairs.
sitting that you're
All
I
these
know,
cloth
right?
chairs
All the
and all
cloth.
these bargainings
Ugh.
with all
And
these people
I-
with
listen,
their
But
bare
you have
booties.
But
I,
clothes
you
on.
didn't. Yeah,
I
you
need
have
another
clothes
layer
on.
between me and that.
Correct. A
You have
barrier.
clothes on.
Look,
yeah.
when I get on
No,
an
I need
airplane,
both.
they always a pat
Y'all
my
are
fat
weird.
behind down because I go through. I have on adult underwear because the bathrooms are not fat friendly. Nobody can fit in there.
Okay.
Okay, number 2, I wear shorts and adult underwear
Why?
because I want layers between me on that seat.
Sharon is a germaphobe.
Yes.
Yeah, Sharon's crazy.
That does. Okay.
You wash your
listen,
hands.
that makes sense. So which
Don't
I
ever
did.
take a drink of
I
Sharon's.
grew
That-
up with my mom, who is a
Don't do it.
OCD germaphobe, and
Really?
yeah, she was. So she used to work at UW as a research scientist,
That's dope.
and she used
Yeah.
to like. She's actually.
I wonder if
published-
she knows.
She's
I
actually
bet
published
she
in a
knows
bunch of
my
ju-
in-laws.
she probably
has
does.
to.
She used to work with a chimpanzee. She was finding a cure for HIV and AIDS.
and
before
funding that taken away.
Before, yeah, want to know why? No, I'll tell you why later.
She knows. She
I'll
has
tell
to
you
know.
why. I know why.
She has to know my in-laws.
Yeah, I guarantee you she does.
I wonder if they liked her.
I guarantee she was a fan favorite at UW. They were
Was she?
actually really upset when they made a stupid, poor financial decision, and then she ended up being a research scientist somewhere else, working with fishery and wildlife, which
She
good for
totally
her.
knows my in-laws.
Mhm.
My father-in-law was the lead consultant
Yep.
on the Valdez oil spill.
dope.
He's so
Wow.
brilliant. He and my mother-in-law is brilliant too.
Really?
They're both published. They're both the coolest people. It sounds super nerdy.
I'm
but-
not
and they
They're
are
brilliant.
so
brilliant,
nerdy,
no.
but they're
It's
so
I'm not
they're
brilliant.
hilarious. They're the
But
best.
my
people
mom was
just
a
a
huge
nerd.
OCD germaphobe freak. Like it
That's
was a
weird.
big thing. And when my dad got diagnosed with cancer, because like we have the Lynch syndrome in my family, so we have like the every genetic makeup marker for cancer possible. Shout out to my grandparents for their great genetic makeups. But my mom was huge on it. So anytime we walked in the house after my dad got diagnosed, like bleach wipes, bleach your shoes, bleach your feet,
Mhm.
like bleach
Yeah.
everything. And she
Hey.
wouldn't let us drink off the same straws
Nope.
as her. She
Nope.
lets my daughters do it, which is weird because I'm like, you wouldn't let me.
That's how
But
grandparents
my
are.
oldest brother Brandon
Nope.
took a drink out of her milk when he was 4 one time, and I guess he was chewing steak, and she drank the cup of milk, and there was a chunk of chewed up steak on the bottom, and she's like, "This is why I will never ever share anything with kids." And I was like, "Yeah, Mom, they're petri dishes." I was like, "I don't share anything with my own kids."
Nope.
I do all the time. I don't give a shit.
No.
And
My
for
immune
the
system is
record,
trash, so I can't.
for the record,
physically,
my
but-
grandchildren can do any
Yeah.
damn thing
Yeah,
they want.
which is crazy.
anytime. You know what? Don't
Crazy,
Yep.
crazy
Be
work.
jealous.
I know
Right.
your
Be
son's
jealous.
over there going, "Mom, you were totally yelling at me about this."
fine.
No, I'm sure. You know what? My kid told me the other night when we were on the phone. He called me and he was like, "Oh, they have to like replace some chimney in their house," and it makes me so proud because he never asked me for anything. And you know, as parents, you just want to help your kids.
Yeah.
Neither of my sons asked me for a fucking thing ever, and they're just both great kids. But so Andrew calls me and he says, "Yeah, I have to replace like this chimney thing
Yeah, that
in
could
my
be,
house.
like,
It's going to be like
$10,000.
10,000,
Yeah.
and I want to put Megan and Sawyer, the baby, in this swim lessons, and they're like $40 a week. Do you think you guys could help us out. Maybe you could talk to Brian this weekend and, let me know. And I was like, I'm sure we could do that. Yeah, I can help. And then I was telling him, like, I keep telling him I need the kids' social security numbers so that we can, because we've got a chunk of money. We want to open their accounts, but I need those numbers. And my granddaughter is my daughter-in-law's daughter from a previous marriage, right? But she's my granddaughter.
Yeah.
She's literally so much like me.
She is.
She looks like me. She's just the best thing that ever happened to me. I love that kid so much. So he was like, we were talking about that. He was like, oh yeah, I'll text them to you right now. And then he was like, well, he said, well, I just know that Megan really appreciates everything you do for Lily. And I was like, I want you to quit fucking saying that shit to
I'm
me.
a grandparent.
As if
My
it's like
baby.
something,
That's
you know?
right.
And he just told me, like, if there was an award, he was like, I was like, there's no fucking difference. There's no difference between Lily and Sawyer. None. Don't be thanking me about anything. I just shut up with that, right?
Yeah.
So he was like, well, if there's some, gold, if there's some award for parenting, like there is, nobody could ever tell you do that so great. And I died in that moment. It was like everything like you hope to be.
Yeah.
It was like
Listen.
the best. It was such a
I
great
got
mom
4
moment.
kids, didn't give birth to any of them. They act just like me.
Yeah.
Try to mess with my babies. It's going to be an issue.
Yeah.
This has been so fun, you guys. I feel like we should do it again.
Yeah.
I mean,
B
I'm
will let us
totally
come back
down.
because
Yeah.
He's like,
we're
fuck
ridiculous.
you guys. No, you're not coming back.
Can we
Like,
plan
get
this
out.
though? That's not.
We just like didn't
Yeah.
even have, we didn't talk
Well, but
about
like,
anything.
yeah,
We just
no,
sat
no,
here
let's
and
do this again. No,
spoke.
this was like the best part. This
I
was
like
fun.
this.
Was fun.
Conversating.
But can we plan it to, because we have a lot coming up in September and October for executive board, and I don't want to like put it on a weekend where we're prepping a lot. So can
You guys
we?
want to do another one right after the new year?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
We can do one
Yes.
for my birthday, you guys.
When's your birthday?
January 12th.
Wait, can we combine my birthday
Capricorn.
in December?
We should
Yeah.
do like a
Combine-
topic though. Let's think of like
Let's
a
think about
topic.
it, yeah.
And
But
stick
like
with it.
do something that's like, let's think of a topic that is like, what do you guys think about doing something that's like
Can I find
Provocative.
Reddit?
poignant?
Wait.
Yeah, maybe
Y'all did it today.
Yeah.
you like it just like that.
It's up
I
to you.
loved it.
I like it. Can we?
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it. I like
Okay.
it.
I enjoyed it.
Well,
Yeah.
fuck it. Let's figure it out.
There's gonna be
Yeah.
so much that happens from now to January,
Girl.
so we're gonna have so much.
I would
more.
love to talk about like
January 10th?
clinic workers.
10th for the thing?
It's a Saturday, January 10th.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Let's
let's
do
do
it.
it.
Let me get my
Okay.
Let me look.
I'm not even looking at my
let my
calendar.
luck. I know.
Is
you just,
that,
I was like, how does your mental
Yeah.
Rolodex work?
Shit,
Bye,
I'm not-
sign off.
Oh, what?
Say bye.
Oh,
Bye. While we
Till
handle
next time.
business.
Cool. Appreciate you.
No.
Oh, yeah.
We